How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Big Six. Hope you're all good. 1.4K waiting. Apologies. 10-minute delay nearly. Well, 8 minutes, 9 minutes now. So apologies about that as usual. We have been running late, but it is what it is. Big up the man them as usual. Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ and Matisse back in the building. All channel links in the description below. So remember, go subscribe, people. TOBS ain't here tonight. He's over in America again, and he was hoping the Wi-Fi would be all right, but it's not. So I don't think he'll be joining us. He's trying to work things out over his side. If he can join us, listen, Arsenal lost this weekend, so best believe if TOBS can join us, he's going to join. He'll probably crash his power to try and join us tonight. But listen, first things first, as you can see in the bottom right corner of your screen, this episode of the Big Six is sponsored by Proton VPN. Yeah, Proton VPN. They sponsored the mob yesterday for Liverpool versus Chelsea, and they said, we want the main show too. So I said, you know what? I said, yeah, let's do it. So it's time for the main show to do what it do, people, because you're always showing love to us through the brands that sponsor us. We try and keep the brands as universally acceptable as possible, which is a difficult thing to do in this market, I'll tell you that. But if you need a VPN, go grab a VPN, people. They're available in over 110 countries, and there's over 6,500 servers. So you should know what to do, people. There's a link in the live chat. There's a link in the description. If you're watching this after, there's a pinned link in the comment section. Go through that link. You'll get the Big Six special offer. They'll know you're coming through us, and you know they'll hopefully be happy with what the Big Six community do. So big up Proton VPN, people. Big up Proton VPN. Hit the like button whilst you're at it, people, because 1,000 likes should be the norm by now. And another announcement, actually, before we get into the show and whatnot, another little announcement. Last couple shows, actually, last show and the call-in before the last show. So it's kind of the last shows. I'm looking at the comment section after a stream. I'm looking at the live chat and I'm thinking, listen, I mentioned that at the end of the call-in. There's a thin line, people. There's a thin line. And because the line is so thin, you might as well not go to the blurry area. Because you don't know what people's threshold is across the board. You know, so with comments, the live chat, the comments after, people try and keep it as respectful as possible. Because we don't want to lock the live chat off. It's a big part of it. The community are a big part of the show. We don't want to limit the comment section too much. Like, just I've said this before. Obviously, the show's grown a lot since then, and it is on the Big Six channel now, not my channel. But come on, people. Like, let's keep it respectful. There are guidelines there now. The mods are in the building, so make sure you lot do the thing properly, and let's have a good show, people. And to be honest, on that note, there's no cooking today. There's no intro today. It's just football talk. Right, lads?
Nah, no, with that.
I'm amazed.
Go, come on.
Please. No! You gotta bury it! You got to bury it!
Oh, you got to score, bro.
It's even straight down the middle.
Score.
That is shit.
Nah,
that is absolutely shit. Bring the Brazilian out of you for a second and think him. Do something other than what you done. You bang it down the middle. Oh my God. How can he finish like that? 2-0 to Bournemouth.
Bro. Can't even enjoy the football tomorrow now, innit?
Fuck the football tomorrow.
I heard you're hungry, so we got some cherries for you. We should have. Please help yourself. I know you're hungry.
Yeah, thank you.
Doctor, the cherries fell on the floor. Turkish in a rage threw the cherries on the floor. Can I eat them?
You'll be absolutely fine.
Thank you. Will Liverpool be absolutely fine?
No problems.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Oh! Hey! Get hey! Hey! Oi! Lavia! Oi! Hey! Oh! Oi, Reece! Get up! I'm watching the game! Shut up! Why are you eating biryani, man?
Let me see how we react to how Liverpool react. Give me 5 minutes.
Oh! He's offside! It's a fantastic ball! It's a fantastic ball! There is Cruz!
That's why I said give me 5 minutes.
Who's sleeping there in that Chelsea back?
Cherries, beautiful, rich red, deep purple fruit in July. I tell you what, you cannot beat it. The planting of them is as easy as can be.
Straight down the middle, that is shit. No! You gotta bury it! You got to bury it!
Fucking hell, man. So stupid. I swear to
I
God.
didn't realize Matisse said, "Give me 5 minutes. Let's see how."
Yeah, because bro, do you know what? Yeah, I've clocked. Do you know what I've clocked? Do you know what I've clocked? Because I knew obviously Turkish is hosting. He's got the live chat on. So when he said that, he's tried to bait me into going for the win, and I'm like, hold on a second. Let's just chill. Let's just relax for a second because we just scored. There's no reason for you to be like this. We're at Anfield. Bang. Next thing you know, Bob's your uncle. We concede. What's all this? I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared.
Have you? Who's got your Pepsi? Anyone got cherries in the chat?
Aye, tonight cherries are banned as well. So any cherries mods, make sure you fucking sort them out as well for one night only.
Ain't easy. Ain't easy.
Ain't easy, people. Ain't easy. But listen, like obviously, jokes aside for a sec, the initial message was real. Please do respect the community. But obviously, we can't leave you without an intro. Big up Skull as usual, and with that, what the Big Six bring you, a good mix, hopefully a good mix of cooking and analysis, and that's what we're going to try to bring you. But which one we starting with, the Big Six fixture or the one you lot are frothing at your mouths over? I got the Pepsis at the ready. Which one is it?
It's got to be Arsenal, man. Because
man, you got to take your medicine, man.
It could be anything, to be honest with you. All cracking, like Man City's last minute winner, Liverpool game, Arsenal's blunder.
Nah, Arsenal, man.
Listen, Grizz, there was people on here, who were trying to cook me over a 1-1 draw with Arsenal. Then I went away to Bratislava to watch City. People were moaning Big Steve's dodged a draw at Newcastle. And you want us not to start with the greatest team on the planet, Arsenal FC, the team with the mentality, the team that are coming, the pendulum has swung, the team that are now everyone's running scared of, apparently, getting beat off Bournemouth. You want to not start with that? You know what I mean? Come on. It's got to be right. It's got to be consistent.
Okay, you've convinced me.
All right, Grizz, if you don't get enough time to analyze your Liverpool side tonight, don't moan in my WhatsApp later. Don't say, oh, we should have done more in Liverpool. Don't, yeah?
Okay.
Bro, listen, man. Chelsea.
Steve, you got me.
Arsenal expected to win.
Was I not right in what I said? But my new motto, the T-shirts are coming soon. Yeah,
again.
Say again.
Dancing in September and crying in May. It's the Arsenal way. It's the Arsenal way. We have seen this many a time. And they said, Steve is rattled. Look at Steve's head going red like a cherry. You know what I mean? They said all that shit. Like a cherry. Steve's head's going red like a cherry. Yeah. And they said, he's rattled. He's rattled. Arsenal are under his skin. Arsenal ain't under nobody's skin, mate. Steve ain't rattled. I'm in the conservatory. It's fucking boiling. All I'm saying is you need to be careful. All the screensavers with Rodri's face on it. All the computer screens with Rodri's face on it. All the DMs about Rodri getting injured. And I said to people like Stricto, karma is coming for you, my friend. Karma is coming for you. And karma came for him. And at the end of the day, put me right, Arsenal this season, every single game they've dropped a bollock in, it's been somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. It's the referees are against them now. The PGM all is against them now. It's like, come on, just take it on the chin. You've got a discipline problem. You can't go around kicking the ball away and getting sent off and then pulling people down and getting sent off and then blame everybody else. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got Odegaard, but City haven't got Rodri. We haven't got Saka. City haven't got De Bruyne. But at the end of the day, we ain't crying. I ain't rattled. The pendulum's not fucking swung. I told you, you know what I mean? But all them mutants in the chat. How many comments was it the day after? Big Steve lost his head. We don't like Big Steve anymore. He says it how it is. Yeah, because I say how it is. Nobody's fucking scared of Arsenal. Nobody's asked of Arsenal. The pendulum has not swung. Bournemouth have just put it on you. Your asses have fell out. I told you your asses would fall out, and it's fell out already. After 3 games, Turkish said he could be put in the league. And then I dragged him out. All them years on the fence, he was comfortable. He had the odd splinter up his ass, but he wasn't moving from the fence. And I dragged him off the fence slow, and I got him involved. Now he's throwing bowls of cherries around. Yeah, he's looking in the camera like evil. I've got a picture of Turkish next to the fire in the living room so the kids don't go near it. Yeah? I was worried for his health. And then now, you know, it's peak. Listen, you've got to show the same energy. You're coming for me for a draw. Imagine if we got beat off Bournemouth, what this would be like today. You imagine it.
Yeah.
So, that's what we're thinking about Wolves. That's what GRIZZ is thinking.
Yeah, but you all sat there and thought, oh, that's City's dropped 2 points at Wolves.
Not me, Steve. Steve. I always believed. Yeah, I said I was standing there. I think with SAEED as well. We were standing there thinking, listen, they're gonna find a way. They always do. Yeah. And GRIZZ is there, rubbing his hands together, licking his lips. Oh, this is not the same Man City. I'm a football man. I've been watching these lot. I can tell you right now, they are not gonna find a way. This is. And then boom, you know what I mean?
We're digressing. We'll speak on that situation later. But continue, Steve.
And if they're big enough to give it, they've got to take it. You know what I mean? You can't. It's too much bullshit coming from them. They can't just keep their mouth shut. They can't just go under the radar. They can't just sit back and go, "We'll see. We'll see what's coming." They've got to give it the big one. They've got to give it the big one. It's in the nature to give it the big one. And we just sit there. I was stroking my beard, stroking my cherry head. You know what I mean? Apparently he's rattled him. That big Steve's rattled. They've never seen rattled. They have never seen rattled. The closest I came to rattled was when 2,000 gremlins invaded my phone after the Champions League final. And I'll give props to the gremlin army because they were on me like fuck. And I was getting frustrated. But this Arsenal team can't rattle me. These Arsenal mutants can't rattle me. The only thing was rattled was your net on fucking Saturday when Bournemouth went fucking skipping through. That's the only thing that was rattled. And that bowl that got thrown across the floor with cherries in it, that was rattled. But as far as Big Steve's concerned, leave me alone. I'm in the conservatory. I'm going red because it's boiling. But now I want it to be known as cherry red. Yeah? So if I go red, Steve's gone cherry red, and then you all get the cherry out. Yeah?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, listen, it is what it is. We're here to talk about it. Let's dissect it. Let's drink some cherry Pepsi. Let's drink some rival tears. Yeah? And let's carry on. Crack on, give it.
I did get cherry 7 up, but I'm not feeling too good. I needed some milk. So I've got a bit of heartburn and probably cold milk.
I just want to, right? Because you know their next game's Liverpool. If they were to lose such a game without Saliba, with Newcastle away the following, Chelsea away the following, things could unravel quite rapidly. Things could, they could unravel quite rapidly for Arsenal, and that we wouldn't want to see that. Do you know what I mean? We hate to see that. We want to see a nice title race for a long sustained period of time.
Title race, top 4 race.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. You know, just
Turkish. Just make notes of these two. How they're going on, boy. I didn't expect that.
What? Hold on a second. My hatred has been consistent. Bro. I have been consistently dropping 8 out of 10 hatreds for Arsenal over the course of my biggest career.
Did you see him celebrating that City win? Did you see the joy in Matisse and TOBS' face? Yeah.
Never.
So of course, I mean, I'm just justifying what you're saying. I mean, the hate has been strong for a long time.
GRIZZ now. GRIZZ's hatred is very subtle. You know, be careful.
I don't listen. I'm not a hater. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? I'm no observer. I'm an analysis man.
You're new to something.
I'm going to do the analysis.
He's a ninja. You're a ninja.
Steve's done the cooking and used to have every right to cook Arsenal. Fair play. So Steve,
I'm here for the vibes.
No. Let's break it down. Chop it up one bit by bit, segment by segment. Let's not just do one of those.
Let's look at the starting 11.
No. Look, Steve had a personal reason to say what he said. Used to, in terms of hating Arsenal, have every right to cook. Me, I'm in a funny, awkward place. So let's break it down. Used to can laugh.
Oh, here we go, man.
You're not in an awkward place. You know where you are. You know where you are. You're right back on the fucking fence where he fell off the fence. You took his position on the fence.
Tell him, Steve.
He's took his position. You know what he does? A practice. You know what he does?
No, tell him, bro.
Anyone that can damage him, he massages them, he gives them a stroke, he blows smoke up their ass, and he keeps it safe. He keeps it safe every week. in case it backfires. I don't give a fuck. I just
Brother
put it on
Steve,
people. It comes
no,
to bite
brother
me.
Steve, I was in the lab one time, and I didn't
Brother
know how much
Saeed,
it's
Brother
about.
Steve, Brother
Steve,
Yeah.
Brother Steve, Brother Saeed, Brother Matisse.
What are you saying? He always recycles possession.
In 2024,
I wouldn't say relaxable.
We are living in dangerous times, and there's way too much hatred in this world. People are crying out for a new United Nations leader. I am that guy. Leave this to me. Don't worry. I'm here to protect the situation. Now, all I will say is,
left bollock.
all I will say is, Arsenal do deserve to be cooked for their fan base, because I don't know what's more ill-disciplined, their team or their fans. Because
reckless.
Their fans are reckless as well, Steve.
Yeah,
it's not three red cards in 8 games.
Yeah.
So I
Saliba's
don't know
got more than Romero. Saliba's got more than Romero or something like that.
I don't know what's more reckless, their fan base or their team. This is what I'm trying to work out, because their fans are very, very reckless, and they, these things happen in football, man. You know, they're talking about have Liverpool played anyone? Have Liverpool played anyone? That's all I heard from majority of Arsenal fans. Well, you've just realised, that every game week in this Premier League can do madness. And losing 2-0 to Bournemouth is a madness when you've supposedly a super team, super coach, super set-piece coach, super physio, super mediator, super trainee. So everything, your loan system, everything about you guys is so perfect. Yet you've just gone and lost to Bournemouth 2-0. So this is why I say to every reckless Arsenal fan base, and Turkish doesn't come under reckless, because we tried to bait him out, we tried to draw him out.
He's not one of them.
And he's not the reckless ones, but the reckless.
He's unstable at the minute, though. He's unstable. He's not reckless. He's unstable.
We've got him chucking bowls of cherries around the place and smashing up.
Yeah, this is it. He's out of character.
We're getting him. We're bringing him into the darkness a little bit. But the reckless ones out there, they know who they are, the reckless ones.
Well, the reckless ones that suggest that potentially they could go unbeaten, invincible.
The
ones that at the start of the season were posting their back four and saying, Chelsea, beware of your defensive. Those reckless ones.
Bob, step outside.
8 defenders in a starting 11 and still conceding 2 goals.
Babs, you know what, man?
Because Babs last season thought he was the Undertaker popping up in here. Do you know what I mean?
Where are you popping now, bro? Is there going to be a surprise video from Babs?
Where's he not? Now he's doing 5 things we learned. Where are you?
Bro, you know what?
Wait, hold on. They're only 2 cards away from 5 red cards that we have received. Bro, soon it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's looking bad, bro. Bad Babs. And Robbie and the man looking unbeaten. Like we might be invincibles again.
Can I just say one thing as well? Can I just say one thing? I just want to put this out there. I want to put this out there, yeah. At the minute, Manchester City are undefeated, yeah, and invincible. But I don't give a fuck.
Do it.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not bothered about it. And I'm telling you that now while we're invincible. I don't give a shit about it. I'm not bothered. All I want to do is be dancing in May with that trophy on the pitch at the Etihad again, that I do every year. We have a little gardening meeting on the Etihad pitch, last game of the season. Everybody has a little high five and that. We all run around and we get told that we're grown men and we shouldn't be on the pitch, but we do. That's just what we do. And then we go over to AFTV afterwards where we've had a doner kebab and that, and we watch the meltdown, and it wasn't our year. And we never was going to win it anyway because the referees are against us, and he didn't buy another £100 million midfielder. He's the missing piece of the jigsaw. I'm literally telling you what's going to happen in May now. I'm telling you now ahead of it. So,
but look at the gassing Raheem Sterling signing. Look at his fans are saying, Raheem Sterling, we're going to rejuvenate this player. You know,
tag.
Yeah, man. They were talking about Raheem Sterling. This washed Sterling. Let's be honest, man. This brother ain't doing shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask why did Arteta, and I've been praiseworthy of Arteta in the past couple of years when when he was on the upward curve. Now, obviously, fuck Arteta, yeah. But what I'm saying is, and someone brought this point to my attention, and the way you got to look at it is world-class coaches, like obviously Klopp's not there anymore, but Pep and all these great coaches of the past. Would they have made such a substitution just because they're going down to 10 men that early against Bournemouth? Like, let's be honest here. Did he shit his pants that quickly? like gone into a defensive formation against Bournemouth. Should he have rolled it out a little bit longer? They could have played Gabriel, Maldini, you know, and who's the other one?
I said Maldini. You know. Who's Maldini?
They put Maldini in it. They said the new Maldini. Oh, you don't
know?
With
the aura, the guy with the aura, the guy with the aura.
Fury. Is that Maldini?
Yeah. They said the new generation Maldini. Yeah.
No, I didn't even know
every
that.
clone of Maldini is Calafiori. That's what they're saying on the streets. On the streets of North London, that's what they're saying.
He's been learning drill. Have you heard? He's been learning drill.
Yeah, he's been learning drill. Yeah.
That's crazy.
We were out in USA. We were out in USA with certain brothers. Shout out James. Shout out Cecil. Shout out all the brothers. And when he was walking past us in the mix, they were like, "Oh, look at the aura." Oi. And they were like this. They were like, "Oi."
Getting excited and that.
Calafiori just walked past. Yo, he looks sick.
There was comps of him walking.
Bro,
hair flick.
They've got the best walkers now. They've got the best hairstyle, best shampoo, the best. They smell the best. Do you know what I mean? Stadium's the best. The pitches are widest, brightest lights. You know what I mean? Best centre back, greatest manager. Arteta's hair has won awards. You know what I mean? I'm jealous of it. I wish I had his hair, but I ain't got no hair. But at the end of the day, you know, they've got everything. Everything's going for him in the right way, apart from the one thing they want to go in the right way, and that's.
And also, Martinelli's back. You know what I mean? And then what does he do? 1v1 sitter. You know what I mean?
I would have lost it, though. I was with Turkish though.
I'm with him. Are you mad?
Lost that chance.
He should have buried that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I just thought, look, going to the game, and obviously Turkish is going to want to talk into the game. Like enough of this, right? Going to the game. I do think we need to question that substitution straight away. They went down to 10 men. Sterling off, defender on. Like,
no, but I'm not gonna go too mad at that. That makes sense though, because that's.
You know what I'm gonna say? Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I just think Pep and Klopp don't do that.
You think so?
You know what I'm gonna say though, and you're gonna be surprised. I don't think it was a red card.
What?
I swear,
No. You know why?
Explain.
I thought the distance was too far away from the goal, and I'll tell you why. When I played centre back, if I was up against a fast bastard, I used to bounce them motherfuckers like that every week because I knew he was going to roast me. And I'd take the yellow. In my head, that's a yellow. Only because of the distance from the goal, in my opinion. And I've seen it and I thought, that's a bit harsh. Because I thought, even if he gets round Saliba, he's got a hell of a long way to run with Saliba chasing him to make that goal. And for me, I just thought that was harsh. And City fans might say, no. But in my opinion, I thought that was a yellow card. And I just straight away, I looked at it and I thought, nah. And I thought that could get overturned. That's what I thought.
Nah,
I tell you why. Look, by the way, let's inform people that Steve has got 5 red cards.
Let them know. That is.
Let them know, yeah. So when Steve's talking, he's talking from
People
experience.
like
The brother's got 5 red cards.
Years ago, it used to be in the rule book. It does say the distance from goal to the last man. It says that, right? But for me, some guy was on the radio and he said they changed it and all that. Then I see the tossing one, and then they're saying, but there was men around him. I get that. But I just thought, in my opinion, that it was a little bit harsh. And that's not me sticking up for Arsenal. I just thought it was a little bit harsh. That's a centre-back union there. I thought it was a bit harsh.
Yeah, no, we expect you to say that, but it was a red. That one was most definitely a clear red in this day and age. But I get it from your aspect because, like, you know what I mean? Unless there's blood or fracture somewhere, you know what I mean? It's not a red card for you. So I get it from your aspect. But with regards to the tossing one, I'm going to surprise people and say I don't think it was a red for Liverpool.
Thank you. It was different. Definitely
well different.
So I'm different. So I'm being
away from goal.
Fair.
One's going towards goal.
That's it. So I'm being fair. I don't think it was a red card in the Liverpool game. But with this one, with the Saliba one, even he knew. You could see his reaction as he was walking off. I
said red straight away. Like on the watch now, I said red straight away, and then he got a yellow. Then I was like, okay, the VAR can't get involved now because I don't really keep up with the rules. And then I find out they can get involved.
Yeah.
And then listen, I said red initially. He changed his mind. The referee looked at it for a little while as well, so I guess he was contemplating exactly what Steve was saying with the other little rules that are included in it, like. It's not just distance now. They have other little metrics. So he's probably thinking. So I'll give it to him. He waited a little. A lot of referees just go straight over, knowing that they're going to overturn because they've been asked to go straight over. And like Grizz said, Saliba, he head down went off. But
there was no big drama.
To be honest, listen, I'm not gonna absolve Saliba of any wrongdoing. I think at the moment you make that decision to lay a hand on a player now, if that player makes the fall as believable as possible, then you're at risk. If there's a last man, then you're at big risk, and that's what happened. But I still, look at Trossard in that moment and put majority of the blame on him, because that moment doesn't occur without that nonsense.
Are we going to get players though get on the halfway line now, knocking the ball around the last man, and then as soon as they come together, falling, and then everyone's saying it's the last man, even though he's 60, 70 yards away from the goal? Is that what we're going to get?
Maybe,
because it's the same. If you get a fast player and he gets the ball and he's one-on-one with the centre back and he knocks it round him and then just glides into him, and then he says, "Oh, he's last man," you're going to get all that nonsense. So I think they've got to make it clear for me where we're at. You know what I mean?
They don't care about. You're right, but they don't care about all that. I get
the consistency situation. Like, yeah, you're right. The consistency is not.
Once you create that advantage and you're ahead of the man, and you're the last man. The key thing is you're the last man, and there's no one else to cover you. Then it's not down to you. It's under the red card situation. So I just think for me, you are going to be losing a fighting battle. There's no
years ago that was a yellow card. Yeah. We agree that. I've seen that happen so many times in football over the years, and that was a yellow card. And they used to say, because how far away he was from the goal, because he got a lot to go there, you know what I mean? But now, I mean, I don't know. We know we've got a consistency problem in the country with the rules. Literally every game, you can see one thing given one game, the next game, the same thing's not given. We've had it all season. And I've seen Howard Webb on the TV last few days. He literally doesn't explain anything anyway. I think they're just having a jolly up there in that VIR room and see whatever they want to do. But I don't know. In my opinion, like I say, I thought it was a bit harsh. But I look at the chat and looking at you guys, you're saying it's a definite red. I mean, it is what it is. But I just don't want to get a game where we get fast striker on the halfway line, and instead of thinking I'm going to roast the player and get to the net and score, which seems long, thinking I'm going to knock it round the player and hope for a come together and maybe try and play the referee into this last man thing, because I can see that happening now.
Definitely going to happen, Steve, because it's happened in other instances. Like, in the box, we see how many times a player goes down from a little tap because they know, slow down on VAR, rather than take a shot, let's go down. But the reality is we might as well move on, because this ain't the one to really talk about the refs. I think with 11 men, we was poor. We with 10 men, we was even worse. But what Grizz said is true. I think Arteta panicked in that moment. I think maybe the praise and the noise around our newfound ability to be resilient and be solid and pull out what we pulled out, even with depleted squad or 10 men when we have, because I think Brighton and Man City with 10 men, I think to get a point out of them, regardless of context, which there is positive results in the big scheme of things. It's not against Bournemouth. And I just think it might have got to him a bit, that defensive, newfound, just like, there's a lot of noise around it. So I think the first instant was, let me lock this up, because that's what we do. But it's kind of not really what we do. Without Odegaard,
man, look, Man City was the obvious thing to do. You're away at Man City, Liverpool, maybe Newcastle. Yeah, with all respect, and I'm the first one to say respect to all these teams, because that's how I started off the show. Show respect to every team in the Premier League. But you're Bournemouth away. They love to play attacking football. There's still a chance for you to catch them on a break and get a goal and then defend. It's way too early, I thought, to go into the show. I don't know. You guys seem to think, nah. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
No, I said it was going to be a tricky game. Remember what I said?
No. But you disagree with that. What me and Turkish are saying, are saying that we think it's Arteta went into the show too soon, too quick, and kind of shit himself. Like, made that defensive
substitution
straight away. Yeah.
Then you got to go back one step ahead and say, what about the starting lineup?
Yeah, it could have gone free at the back. It could have gone free at the back. Give it 10 minutes. If they concede or it's getting a bit ropey, then we need to change. But you never know. Because sometimes playing against 10 men is harder than 11 sometimes. We've seen it so many times. And people take the piss, oh, you couldn't beat us with 10 men, or you only just beat us with 10 men. But you know that the player's mentality changes with 10. You know what I mean? You're working harder off the ball because you know that you've got to get back and things like that. But I feel like with Arsenal's attacking options, they've always got a better chance to win that game than Bournemouth.
I'd go one further than one further than you, Steve. Don't forget. Listen, we'll talk about the lineup in a sec, but the lineup, but the main problem with it was the lack of mobility in midfield. But as soon as you go down to 10 men, we put Rice right centre back. I thought perfect thing to do. Then you have Marino and Partey in front of that back line. There's about 10, 12, 13 minutes left to half time. You know, let's see this out if there's anything to see out off the back of it. And then make the decision in the second half. Like Arteta essentially did what Saliba did, split second decision, but Saliba actually had a split second to think about it. Arteta had a bit more time to be like, and then he takes off Sterling, which, listen, I'm not saying Sterling was having a great game, and people know my opinions of Sterling. But in that first half, the only attacker that caused at least 2 problems was Sterling. Now, it didn't result in anything, but when you go down to 10 men, you also keep your main pacey outlet on because you want to, especially against the Bournemouth, you want to have
it's an outlet. If you've got backs to the wall and you can knock it long down the channel and get Raheem Sterling holding that ball and running at them defenders and get everybody out, they're the players you need when you're down to 10 men. The fast pace.
10 men, absolutely. What the one thing you don't sacrifice when you're down to 10 men is pace. What you sacrifice is your floaty 10s or players.
That's what he done against GRIZZ. He done that against City. Half time he took off Saka, not Martinelli. So it's like against. So it's like it was just weird. It was just like it's alarming.
Especially 10 minutes to go to halftime. You have confidence in your team to see it out until halftime with the players that you've got on the pitch. Like Bournemouth, I'm not gonna blow you away, man. It's Bournemouth, right? So you still have confidence in your players until halftime, and then you assess it from there. I just think he went to his show. I think you make a good point about all this defensive master plans in his headpiece. Like, yeah, man, I'm a defensive.
Too excited.
I think he blew his hype a little bit there and thought, yeah, let me lock up shop like we locked up at City.
Yeah,
it's Bournemouth, bro. It's Bournemouth.
Yeah, and with everything else, I mean, on the lineup thing, the common thing after it is we should have started Ranieri, and I probably agree, but at the same time, we probably should have started him against Leicester or Southampton to allow his first start to be an Emirates game, Premier League, a one we should be dominating, keeping. Now, you know, against Bournemouth, you look at our midfield, and Marino's getting a lot of criticism, and I understand why. On another day, he gets a goal and an assist in that game. At the bare minimum, Martinelli fucked it because that, you know, it was he won the ball. It was a lazy pass, but it was a nice little turn and pass into Martinelli, perfect. So on another day, goal and assist, it wasn't to be. He gets slated because he looks poor, immobile. So, you know, who's to say? Ranieri's a much closer comparison to Odegaard, so it could have made a difference, but we could have also lost with Ranieri in the side, and then it's deeper impact because you don't want to start a 17-year-old and then you lose such a big game in his first start. The platform for Marino wasn't great. He's got Partey and Rice with him. He's in a position that he's played a few times, but he doesn't excel in it. He's an 8. And then he's got Sterling on one side, Trossard on the other, who hasn't played on that side for a little while, even though he's used to it. Cool. But he's not the most effective from there, especially starting, which showed once again. And then he's got Havertz up top, who needs a Saka and Odegaard to unlock him anyway. So I think, you know, it's easy to say Ranieri should start, but we shouldn't be relying on a 17-year-old. And I said this at the beginning of the season when the transfer window closed. I said to you lot, you know, when we initially made predictions, I said Arsenal first, but we have to do something in the next 3 weeks. What we done was Raheem Sterling. So I predicted second. That wasn't me giving up, and neither am I giving up now. But I still predict that we're going to fall short because of a lack of, like, look, we've changed up our style completely since Odegaard's been out. We go straight to the attacking third. So at the end of the day, now without Odegaard, if you change up your whole style, that means you haven't got the depth that you need to have. This is Man City we're talking about. And if Liverpool keep this up, a Liverpool side that have legends in their side, that have that have won it at the highest level in their side. So, you know, it seems fantastic there now. We're yet to see with Liverpool, but we know what it is with City. So, you know, it doesn't matter if 2's above you or 1's above you. Not winning the Premier League, not winning a major this year, it's unacceptable now. And I think we've got this one now. We've left ourselves with, if we lose against Liverpool, we have to get back in any sort of conversation, and even then it becomes difficult. But we've left ourselves with very little to move. Last season, I'd look at Aston Villa twice, Fulham once, and West Ham once. There's 4 games we could look back on and say, that cost us. We've already had one of those now in the first 8 games in Bournemouth. So if that continues, we'll easily have 4 by the end of the season, and we've seen that's not good enough. So worrying times. I'm excited about Liverpool because we'll talk more on that on Thursday, but it's a chance for us now to cut that gap back down, bring the morale back up. But Saka has to be fit, and not seeing Saka in training today means he's not going to play tomorrow, which means if he is fit, it'll be his first start for a few weeks. So we got to hope for the best. But if we don't have Saka, creativity-wise, long day. It's going to be a set-piece thing, and even then, it's peak.
Saka's a big blow, man. And like I said, not only scoring, but creativity-wise, the amount of assists that he's got. I mean, you got to look at the assists that he gave to Martinelli. You know what I mean? It's just his output is there to see, man. So it is worrying though that you are relying, and I know it's a big reliance on Saka, but you know, you got to ask yourself the questions on Martinelli, you know, Trossard. These guys got to step up, man. They're in the squad, man. Do you know what I mean? And we can start moaning about, oh, we've not done enough, but the guys that are there though, they've got to start stepping up, man. Jesus, what's his role, man?
But to the level, you know, when you say step up side, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
But essentially, okay, Trossard's, I think, as a 12th man, as a 12th man, his 10 to 15 goals and assists off the bench is stepping up. But what we've done wrong this season is, look, what did we? As soon as we realized there's no striker out there for us, a lot of us said, let's buy a left winger, because Martinelli and Trossard, neither of them are, Martinelli hasn't been great for a year. Trossard's great off the bench. So let's get someone in. We haven't. So you're right. One of them have to step up, but there's no foundation now that you can say they can step up. Martinelli's greatest form now is 18 months ago nearly. You can't be missing those one-on-ones, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care what form you're in. You just can't. Like, that's a season changer for you as well. Like, it's just mad. It's on a plate.
Yeah.
It's on a plate.
Like,
the older guard, you know what I'd be saying. So I'm fair across the board. Martinelli, 2 years ago, I said our player of the season. Now I'm saying it's this close to finding out what his value is at the end of the season, getting it. Yeah, but because we can't mess around at the top. Grizz, you know this more than anyone. You can't mess around at the top. Saka and Martinelli's progress was meant to be 20-goal a season wingers, because we went from Jesus to Havertz, 2 strikers that are not going to get you 20 goals. Saka got 16 or whatever last season. Martinelli went from 16 to 8 or 6 or whatever it was. Not good enough. So if he doesn't step it up and get 15 this year, bro, this ain't a crash. Like, I'm tired of all the happy stuff and all of that. You seek to improve.
Chilling with the big boys. You know what I mean? So
that's what it is. It's all good and well when you're doing top 4 races. And come on, man.
To the big dogs. There was comparisons to the big dogs, man. Like Martinelli and Saka are the new Mane and Salah.
No, never.
The Odegaard situation is bad for Arsenal. He's a massive player.
He's back in December.
He's their captain as well. Let's not forget.
And listen, we're going through it now with Rodri. We'll talk about it in a bit. And De Bruyne. You just can't dismiss players of that ilk and think, oh, well, everyone gets injuries. Yeah, well, people do, but not of that ilk. And Arsenal are suffering creativity-wise, somebody to unlock the door in Odegaard. And like you say, it is what it is. But it's mad when you look how much money they've spent, and they said, oh, we needed one more. We got Rice. And then, oh, we need a striker, so they get somebody else. But then 1 injury, 2 injuries, and then people are talking about being light here. We need this guy, we need that guy. So has he spent the money in the right positions? I don't know. Has he spent the money in the wrong positions? I don't know. But I think people have given up hope on Jesus. I don't think he's the same player. He keeps getting these injuries. The way he's always played, though, always angry, always aggressive, always twisting, always turning. If you watch him chasing and pressing, he's non-stop. Them knee injuries, man. He brings them on himself half the time. He does. And I think he has declined, Jesus. When he used to come on as an impact and you'd think he's useful. He just comes on now and I just don't see it with him. I don't see it with him at all.
Oh, you know what the bad thing is? We have to stress, though, man. It's the second loss, in 2024. But it just shows you, man, this Premier League race, City are just relentless. I know we'll get onto them as well. You got Liverpool kind of coming out of nowhere. And
do you know what, though?
There's so much to lose now. And it's like, it's mad, man. 2 losses and 1 loss this season. And it's like, I'm not saying it's like you're panicking and that, but it does feel like, you have to play catch up again now. You know what I'm saying? It's mad.
But this is what Liverpool fans warned about, though. Like, it's not these. I remember when Liverpool were going for titles, them going on these stupid, mad runs, and at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, nobody cares. If you don't pick up what you need to pick up, nobody cares that it's your second defeat in 2024 and you've gone on this long unbeaten away run. This is not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer away run. Yeah, you need to win. That's the end goal. That's the end goal. Because if you don't, people will replace you, and that's just the hard facts of it. And for me, I think with Arsenal, it's just the summer. I looked at them and I said title favourites because I thought third time's the charm. I think mentality wise, they should be there. But the way that you I guess last season injuries wise, you didn't have any real big issues. I know you had Timber and you had a few out for periods, Party, but it was never fully fleshed key starters like Saka, Odegaard, Saliba. It's mad, man. These guys are your spine. Like, they are big players. It's unfortunate, but yeah, you have to find a way around it. Big games coming up.
Yeah, we have to, and that's why I'm glad it is a big game next, because it's a chance for us to sort it out straight away, close the gap, and then you go from one Monday feeling like you fucked it all to another Monday feeling like you've just got back in it. So it can turn around quickly, but it can also be next Monday. Don't even talk to me.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
No, you're gonna win. You're gonna win, man. I'm not there on the mob in it, so you're gonna win.
Oh yeah, you're not. Steve's in, bro. Steve's in.
Steve's in, so you're winning.
SAEED, come.
No,
SAEED, don't do this to me, y'all.
That's gonna be. You know what? Steve's in for, because obviously City should be top of the table by that one, so he's just gonna be chilling watching us.
SAEED has
he's got some dead fixture at home. Sorry.
He's got 100% record.
100% record. Watch along.
Win every single game he's been there. With the one he hasn't done, we lost, and now he's not going to be there. I'm devastated.
You're finished.
I'm
and
finished.
That's where they come. The loss is there, man.
I am finished.
You're finished. You're finished.
Have you done a Liverpool watch along this season, Saeed? You haven't, have you?
No, I've done most of them, and every time they've won.
Every time. I did Liverpool United. Because you were shitting yourself first.
Yeah, United. Liverpool.
Okay, there's that element as well. Okay, you made me feel a little bit.
Steve,
okay,
what else?
We speak about that Thursday.
He's done Tottenham Arsenal.
I did Tottenham Arsenal, and I did Liverpool United. So both, I'm even with you both.
Yeah, big away games as well. Both of them.
I'm going to turn up on Sunday with one of them things that guy off AFT. If he has that fucking mad.
Oh, Kelechi.
Voodoo thing, and I'm putting spells on both of you bastards. I'm getting these little dolls. I'm going to put needles in them, and that's what I'm doing on Sunday. Voodoo time.
That game is ridiculous. I know we talk about it Thursday, but that game, boy, gonna be interesting.
What game?
Don't go anywhere.
Them say it's gonna be a madness.
Yeah. Listen, that Liverpool game, I'm excited for it. I can't lie. Like, don't get twisted. I'm nervy with the Saka thing, but I'm excited for it. Like, Liverpool have been very good this season. We're going to talk about Liverpool shortly as well. And Man City, I won't say have been very good. We've seen better, but they've been very efficient without some of their best players, Rodri, De Bruyne, Foden. And, they're a lot of people's top threes if we're talking their best players. So that's what's worrying about them. But listen, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see.
Credit to Areola as well. Areola, listen, man. Underrated manager. Give him some credit. Yeah.
The first super chat I got here says we beat no one 3-0 and told their coach Areola go home and study some more. He said, "Say less, my G's." He went home and faced the real test, Arsenal, and clarted them. Received. AK says, "Steve, do what you do best this episode. Thanks." There you go. That came in nice and early as well. Massum says the health benefits of cherries include may lower blood pressure, may help with inflammatory conditions, may help you sleep. Have cherries regularly. On a side note, I actually like cherries, but yeah.
So why'd you throw them then?
Because you don't want it to. Yeah. You don't want it. Yeah.
The facial expression.
Flaring up. Blue Moon, big up. He says, are we calling Rolls Royce Willie a silly Billy? Just to confirm, how many defensive players started against Bournemouth? I counted 7. Well, back 4-2. Listen, Marino's a CM, so I know the common thing is 3 DMs, but he's a CM.
Oh wow, he's quite right.
Yeah, basically, if you include him, it's a 7, but it's 6.
What the hell?
Suge says, simple analysis. It was a red card before certain fans complain about it. The lack of discipline is a joke. 18 red cards since Arteta joined.
18
subs and tactics wasn't good enough.
Bro, they were getting it for fun. Remember the start of Arteta's reign? Gabriel was getting one for fun. They were getting it for fun at the start. Remember?
Yeah.
No. David Luiz.
18. Crazy.
Yeah, but you know, the last 2 was the kicking the ball away. The Martinelli one was 2 yellows at once. Like, there is a few that was just like, what the fuck is this place doing? But all in all, we're still we're like 4 clear of, was it Aston Villa with 14? We're 4 clear of whoever's second anyway.
Somebody sent me a stat saying it was 22 red cards under Arteta, not 18.
Jack attacks.
I remember Jack attacks.
We had Jacker in the side. 22. I saw the graphic that said 18, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe in more competitions. I don't know.
That's mad.
Context though. Shamaraya says context.
Ayo, big up. He says, I rate Mikel highly. He likes to overthink when he doesn't need to. I also think relying on that front line isn't gonna get him anywhere. Yeah, 100%. Good evening, says the Paella Pulis and the Dark Arts red card collectors. Arteta slowly becoming the new bridesmaid now that Klopp has called it a day. Mudded. MCFC 907 says Grealish about Arsenal's defeat against Bournemouth. Honestly, we don't think about them. You are our dogs, no CL, Scottish, your team's winning fuck all. Okay.
Bit aggressive that, bro.
Yeah, it's a bit
Monday
mad.
night.
Fucking hell. Bournemouth beat us and we're dogs. It's all mad. Rishab says Turkish, I'm worried about us. Feel Chelsea could win a major before we do. The embarrassment. Come on, man.
Oh, Matisse would cook.
Let's not go over the top now, man. Violins in the chat said, "Hey, Turkish, time is ticking. 216 days, 1 hour, 17 minutes to go for this famous major to be won."
These men ain't forgetting about that. No chance.
Bro, I remember, man.
Is League Cup a major?
Yeah.
Okay.
The internet doesn't forget.
Bro, remember me and you were arguing about the Carabao Cup and that, and then you were like,
"Yeah,
no,
man. If you say it's a major, who am I to argue, man?"
You talked your way out of it, son. You talked your way out of it.
You need the VAR shows, man. What's happened to these VAR shows, man? You know what I mean?
Don't worry, it's coming, bro. It's coming. You got some cheek. What? All right, cool. Don't worry, it's coming. You're gonna be the star of that show, bro.
Oh, yeah, no one can join me, man. So, you know.
Suge says, talking about Arsenal's defense, it's supposed to be our strength. We conceded same goals as Newcastle, 1 less than Spurs, United, and City. Liverpool and even Forest have conceded less. Yeah, we gotta fix it up quickly. Big up Vibe says, I love Turkish, just there laughing and chilling. He ain't rattled. Big up Turkish on that spicy pollen. Nah, not spicy, my bro. Icy. And he says, big up the big 6. Spicy sounds too much like spice. We don't fuck with that.
Yeah, he doesn't sit in fucking doorways rocking and that, man. He's not one of them.
Nah. I see pollen, man. Get it right, man. Blake says the new Pep, they say. Artichoke is the new Moyes. 4 centre backs, 3 DMs against Bournemouth. Terrorist football.
Mad.
Hey, Lucas, big up. You know what? I'll get that in on the Liverpool segment. But Ayo says, I worry Mikel won't win anything with this team. I really rate him. He built a solid defense, good midfield, but mid to attack, nothing in transition. Yeah. Odegaard is the key to that. I can't even lie to you. Nah, that one's Chelsea.
He's the second best manager in the league, though. So, you know.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, that's why I'm still like, listen, it's a damning blow, Bournemouth. But don't forget, Odegaard was out. Rice was out at North London Derby away from home. We've changed up how we've played in the last however many weeks. So it's again, I got to give Arteta credit for that. So I've got to hope that Sunday he learns quickly from this one, because 7 points. Even if we draw and Man City win, what would that make Man City? That would make Man City 5 points. Yeah, it's not getting out of hand, but it's getting to the stage where you can't allow any more slip-ups. And look at what our run, our famous run that we all, talked about from from January to whenever done for us at the end of last season? Nothing. You know, the 2 away defeats, where has it got us so far? Nowhere. You know, it's not January to December, it's August to May. That's what matters. So yeah, we move. Now Bill says Arteta had a mare all round, broke up all our partnerships we created whilst Odegaard was out, changed too much after the international, I guess. Interval. Saka is our best player. Yeah, in my opinion. AMT says Rice and Partey behind Ranieri should have started in the beginning, not 3 DMs. If not, why get rid of ESR and Vieira? A lot of question marks from the transfer window. Turkish compared Jesus to Firmino once. I'm glad that was never real. They are both Brazilian, right? A man can't even compare to Brazilian. It's so mad. That's all I said. They're both Brazilian. That man, I'm saying I compared them.
You said more.
What kind of VAR is that, man? Get that out of here, man.
You said much more.
It says, how about Arsenal try and win the Champions League since you don't have the best team to win it, right? Since you don't have to be the best team to win it, right? Clearly aren't the best in the Premier League, so have a go. Well, we're going to have a go. We have to have a go. But, you know, the Champions League don't get juicy until February, the knockouts, and that's when we talk. And again, AO says, that's what annoys me. They have spent a lot in the wrong positions. A lot of stupid spending that attack garbage. Too many average players in attack. And big up Ibby as well, always here supporting. Was most disappointed with Arteta moving Trossard out of the 10. He's not been amazing, but he's been solid. October, not going to overreact. There we go. That's the Arsenal super chats I believe in. There's a Liverpool one there, Chelsea one there. But people, coming up to 7K in the building, hit the like button. Let's get the likes up past 1,000, up to 2,000 as nice and early as possible. Let's show Proton VPN some love as well, people, because they are sponsoring the main show right now. They're here in the bottom right corner. There's their logo, link in the live chat, link in the description. Make sure you show them some love, people, because, you know, you always show the sponsor some love. So why not?
Scott, what's going on? LA Vlog's doing brilliantly. People are loving it. The comments are applauding you, clapping, cheering, and you're sitting here depressed.
Sweet Matisse, you don't understand. I used hit tracks by Molly Crew, Nipsey Hussle, Mons Capone, for God's sake.
Wonderful tracks. I mean, the people love it. It's fantastic. What's there to complain about?
The people of Belarus can't witness it. It's blocked on copyright. Struck off. It's not funny. Stop laughing, please. Struck off. Turkish is gonna beat me. You feel like it's not funny. I'm gonna whip you. Yeah, man. They're gonna be like, bum this team. Bum the team. There's no product or solution to this issue. It's done. It's done.
So you haven't heard of Proton VPN?
No.
We're gonna find out soon, brother. Come on, let's go. This way.
People of Belarus, thousands of people witnessed Turkish hair follicles or lack of on the vlog. But you didn't have the facilities, you didn't have the capabilities, you didn't have the capacity until today. Proton VPN is available in your nation and in 110 plus countries with over 6,500 servers. You can watch the football comfortable, more than you can believe, guys. Have confidence, brothers, just as the other 110 million users have, to relax in their homes watching the footy. So I'd like to thank Proton VPN for providing us with an exclusive offer for you, and all of you. It's pinned in the live chat. It's in the link in the description. We're watching the game with you. Link in the description, link in the live chat.
Hey, masterpiece once again. Hey, big up Skull, big up Matisse.
Struck, bro. When he said that, I just pissed myself, bro. Like,
why are you always bringing hairlines? You know what I'm gonna do, people? The amount of fucking interest in my hairline. I'm starting an OnlyFans for hairlines. I'm that's what I'm doing. I'm starting OnlyFans by Thursday. Nah, fuck it. What, you think women can sell their toes and I'm not gonna try sell their hairline? If people
wait, I'd be a millionaire, man. The amount of people talk about my head.
Bro, if it bangs, I'm gonna shout you, Steve. GRIZZ, I'm gonna shout you, man. Don't jump on this wave. Look. By Thursday, OnlyFans /Turkish LDN, yeah? 100 subscribers. and then I'm gonna release the first picture. Yeah, from a bird's eye view. Yeah, 100 subscribers, but you've got to sign up to the 6-month package.
Come on, Grizz.
Yeah,
Shining. Come on. The hair shining.
But
when we spoke about membership content, I didn't really think this was what.
Don't worry, bro. This is a new venture for me. I'll let you lot know how it goes, bro. OnlyFans/Turkish LDM. But when you go on there, people use Proton VPN because you don't want people finding out you're going on my OnlyFans. That's for sure. So Proton VPN over 6,500 servers and in 110 plus countries. Yeah, make sure you get that before Thursday's show because it's the launch of my OnlyFans on Thursday. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, launch
exclusive
Grizz Bomber. You can tweet that, bro. It's all good.
Grizz Bomber, go on, Grizz. Tweet that, man.
Bro. We launched that.
That's where it's been a bit mad nowadays. Yeah.
Bro, what kind of thing is this, bro? We gotta find a way to exploit this market as well, man. Fucking why not, man? Hairlines. Who's done it before? We'll try it out. But let's move. Liverpool, Chelsea, the big 6 game of the weekend. We done the watch along, the mob. As usual, SAEED joined us. Steve wasn't there because he was too busy enjoying the last minute winner from Stone, sending in videos into the group chat just as we were about to go live, which was just a killer for me. And then 90 minutes later, I was completely dead because both the rivals have picked up 3 points. But Grizz, 2-1. You know, I was with you yesterday, saw how it felt. How you feeling a day later? I mean, you like to be humble, but you're doing well at the moment, right?
Still same. Everything is same. Nothing has changed. I'm sorry if everybody wants to turn off and log off and stop the show right now. Do it. Nothing's changed. Nothing else to add or subtract. It was a good game. I knew it's going to be a tight game. I knew Chelsea on the upwards curve, trajectory, call it what you want. I knew he's going to have a different game plan. And it was a cautious start from both teams, I thought. We let Chelsea have the ball. It's not like the Klopp way of playing. Klopp way of play would have been like sort of attack them and gegenpress and blow them away. But he didn't. And I knew he's not going to. Me and Matisse done a preview on my channel beforehand, and I said he's going to back off. And I don't want him to back off because if you give the likes of Caicedo, and I thought Lavia is going to start, and he did start. If you give the likes of these guys time and space on the ball, they will hurt you. They didn't hurt us, but they were, I thought, looking back, and I looked at the game back, because obviously watching it with you guys is a fucking menace to society. You lot are a menace to society, man. You lot had me sweating for no reason. When I watched the game back, it was calm. It was so calm when I watched the game back. They didn't penetrate, hurt us in any way. There was no saves for Kelleher to make, not a single save. But at the time when there's only 1 goal in it, you know, anything can happen. It's been systematic of the way we've been playing, man. All about moments, picking off our passes, timings, you know, certain players making an impact. And it's that man, Mohamed Salah again. The opening 20 minutes, all I could hear was, yo, Grizz, what's Salah doing, man? What's Salah doing? That brother Toby was sitting next to me, was doing my fucking head in about Mohamed Salah. Wow, look at that touch. Suddenly he brings a ball out of the sky, terrorizes Colwell, discombobulates him. 5 minutes later, Colwell still discombobulated, turns around, thinks Salah's somewhere. Where's Salah? Kicks Curtis Jones in the fucking leg. Penalty. Salah scores, steps up. And then pretty much, you know, I thought without looking dangerous, I thought we controlled the game. We didn't let them near our goal, and that's the way we play now. We defend very much like Man City, dare I say it, where we defend. We don't let any teams transition on us. Now, how many times on the clock where it's been 3 against 4, 4 against 3, and you think to yourself, fuck, man, why is Liverpool always open?
Yeah, we
weren't open. They had space and time in midfield, and we were oohing and ahhing. I remember these guys were oohing and ahhing every time Lavia and Caicedo or Palmer found space in midfield, but that's where the game ended for them. They got up to our penalty area time and time again, but then couldn't break through. Whereas we had chances, man. We know we had so many situations and chances where we could have put it out of sight. But yeah, tough game. Have we played anyone yet? I thought that was disrespectful from other fan bases. Kept saying it every week, oh, they ain't played no one, they ain't played no one. Where the fuck is everyone else? Who have you lot played if we ain't played anyone? Everyone's played 9, 10 games now. Shut the fuck up. This is the Premier League. Every team is a humbler. You have to respect every team. Obviously, we're going to discuss Wolves, bottom of the table, bloody hell, last minute winner. Bournemouth, Forest, even though Forest are 8th now. All of our teams have suffered in the past. we don't want to talk about Man United. You know, what I mean, they suffer enough. But you know, you must respect every team, and we've managed to deal with most teams. Now, this was supposed to be the start of our fucking messy period, and it's a messy period. Chelsea were tough. Leipzig away is going to be very tough because Leipzig are one of the informed teams in and around Europe. And then we go to Arsenal, a wounded Arsenal. Obviously, we've discussed the build-up to it on thing. But right now, we're looking good. Alisson injury was a blow. Some people were saying Alisson saves that from Jackson, but I thought it was a wonderful finish. And obviously, Matisse will discuss his players. But shout out Curtis Jones for me, man. I thought Curtis Jones, you know, it's not often you become a father and a daddy in the same week. You know, he gave birth to a lovely daughter, big up, and then he showed Cole Palmer, who's the daddy, all in the space of a couple of days. We saw the performance. Looking back again, I'm very disappointed at the level of biasness in your tones when every time Lavia done a turn, he was like, especially that brother over there in the top right corner. Every time Lavia or Caicedo done something, no porn noises for Curtis Jones, who was the star of the show, you know. But I expect that, and I respect the hate. But Curtis Jones was the standout performer on the pitch. So, as well as Caicedo played, Lavia played, all of these mans, whatever. Curtis Jones was beautiful to watch, man. That's when he's at his best. The only problem with Curtis Jones is his decision making and his injuries. He just, every time he gets a bit of games, a bit of rhythm, he picks up an injury, puts him out of rhythm. And I know people get frustrated with his decision making. And I was getting frustrated with his decision making. Remember, I was telling you, lot, if I only played that to Salah, that would have been a lovely goal for Gakpo, 3-1. You know, or if he got that shot off, he wouldn't have needed the penalty, you know, when he took his time. But I believe decision making improves with the more you play at the higher level. The more you realize that, these players are getting better. The higher up the ladder you get, the better your decision making becomes, and the more you play. And he hasn't played enough football at the highest level to become better. But he will become better and better. But yeah, shout out Darwin Núñez's cameo. You guys know I'm not a massive fan of his, but I thought Darwin Núñez's cameo was very, very good. When Diogo Jota went off, I was like, oh fuck, here we go again. Diogo Jota out for a few weeks, but Darwin Núñez stepped up, and he was a handful. He was right. Matisse was right. Matisse, I worry about Darwin Núñez causing us issues, and he bloody caused them issues. And that was it, man. Very crucial 3 points. Not about performance always, especially in Big Six clashes. Big Six clashes are all about getting 3 points on the board. And on to another mad next couple of fixtures. Hopefully, I'm not that bothered even if we lose or whatever in the Champions League. But next Sunday.
What's your early feeling on that?
Yeah, early feelings. We're discussing it. We've got a whole 6-7 days, man. We want early feelings.
No, we do because you've. I'm not gonna say your analysis of the game was wrong, but I think there was parts of it that have been inflated.
No, I think the opposite. Looking back, when I watched it without the tension and you lot doing my head in, I think.
Oh gosh.
I think we were very comfortable. Very comfortable. Looking back, you lot had me more nervous than I should have been. Much more nervous than I should have been.
No, I think aside from the first 20 minutes, you was pretty.
No, honestly, I looked back at the game and I watched it and I said, these mans had me like. I mean, I was going to say something. I can't say it.
If you know, Cole Palmer makes a better connection, they go 1-0.
No, man, I honestly, looking back, Kelleher was like, could have like had a Guinness, man, or 2 or 3. We had nothing to do.
Can we ask Grizz a question?
Mm-hmm.
Grizz, are you title contenders?
He's going to let you know game week 12. We ask him every week. He gives us the same answer. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. And he's already said at the start of his speech, he said, there's no addition, there's no subtraction, there's no times, there's no divide, there's no fractions, there's no Pythagoras, there's no bid mass, there's nothing. So
he knows better to draw me out. Just off.
No, because for me, you would have done this. You did this to a lot of people. You did this to Cams, number 1 game at a time. You're trying to press Cams. You're trying to press people. Yeah, I remember. So don't do this. So Grizz, You have got 10 wins at 11. I'm looking at the league table now. You've lost 1 game, 7 wins, 0 draws. Are you telling me you're not one of the title contenders here?
Brother SAEED, since you've been in this content game, which is for a long time, you have worked with many Liverpool content creators.
Yes.
From the biggest to the smallest, to the cringiest, to the most boring, to all sorts. You are a man of experience when it comes to the content creation game. You should know more than anyone else. I don't flip-flop from week to week to week.
It's not about flip-flopping. I'm just...
I know you asked a question. Let me fucking answer.
Say yes or no. Yes or no.
No, man, I answer in my way or the highway. So you answer me a question every week. I'm not going to flip-flop.
I'm not asking you. This is the first time I asked you.
Matisse has told you, and I've told all of you lot, ask me in game week 12. So stop, save your breath, save your time, and wait until game week 12. And I will not sit on the bench.
I don't think we should wait until game week 12, though.
I think you should do what you want as well.
I don't think we should. I should be able to ask GRIZZ Khan.
I know you can ask me.
No, I'm asking you. You can say yes or no politely and say, I'm asking you, are you one of the title contenders? Yes or no?
Don't waste your breath, my brother. Ask me game week 12.
What happened to the heritage?
Yeah, exactly.
Big club Liverpool. If Liverpool, big club wins 7 wins out of 8 or whatever you've got, and top of the league, you've got to people want the supporters, the people demand it. They want to see the confidence from the big boys.
Exactly.
Steve, you know this jacket that I'm wearing, yeah? This is called, in London, it's called a builder's jacket, right? I'm wearing a builder's cap and a builder's jacket, right? And I told everyone at the start of the season, we're building.
6 Champions Leagues.
I'm still building. If you want to see heritage, pop down the road, M6, not far from you, and go down to Anfield. You'll see our heritage, son. Plenty of heritage there. Heritage ain't going nowhere.
All I'm seeing now is a scared man. I'm seeing a scared man.
No, you're fucking with the wrong breed if you think I'm scared. I'm
very scared.
I'm building. This is a builder's.
You're a wounded. Man City's title charge over the last years with Liverpool has took out of you. You're wounded. You're a wounded lion, man. You're like a lion in the pride, full of scars and that, scared to say anything in case it gets leveled.
Man. I remember the big dog talk, man. Now,
yeah, that's gone. That now it's fluffy talk. Now it's Care Bear time.
But it's you have to be realistic. Look, Steve, you often talk about being realistic. When you were shit and matching Shrewsbury Town, that was realistic, innit? Now you're listen. Let me finish. Let me finish, man. You say I can't make a point without you putting in.
Because you're talking shit. I'm talking shit. You're trying to deflect the fact that you're Liverpool and talking about Shrewsbury Town. Deflect it all you want, but you've another one with no balls. You sit on here drinking milk,
listen,
eating chicken.
I've got that 5 I know of. So don't about my
drinking milk and eating chicken.
Who's going to win the league?
I've got about
you won't do.
3 kids that I know of. I've got plenty of.
I was reading books in game week 3. Listen, what are you talking about, bro? Get your chest out, man.
What I'm saying is, look, chat. Do you see what they do? They ask me a question, but they don't. They hate the way they answer. I answer it.
You never read the question.
Can I try reach a common consensus with you, GRIZZ?
I was going to finish, man. I said, "Well, it's okay."
No, finish. It'll be a load of bullshit.
I said, when we were the big dogs, I had chest. When I realized and when I believed, I'm not deluded and I'm not reactionary. I've stuck to my things and I said, we're building. We're slowly building. He's done brilliantly so far. I have to give him 9 out of 10 so far. If he beats Arsenal as well and he overcomes this period up to game week 12, well, you guys know when the chest comes out, I'm there. And I will annoy the fuck out of you lot when I get the chest out as well. I'll annoy the fuck out of
you. Man.
It's
not Paul. I'm just not Arsenal. Then it's, you know what?
I'm not here to be a flip-flop, bro.
It's boring, man. It's boring. Can't lie. You're better than this.
Unsubscribe, man.
Lucky underdog, innit? Liverpool.
Man's telling the panel members to unsubscribe.
That's crazy.
If it's boring, unsubscribe, man.
Okay, can I?
Nah, man.
Can I analyze? Can I do any analysis?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, no, but can I just ask? Actually, no, we'll do it Thursday. Go on, Matisse.
I thought Thursday would be the big bollocks episode when it comes to this Arsenal Liverpool game. Post match, there's been a lot of Liverpool fans telling us we did well, patting us on the top of their head, giving us the Arsenal treatment of a few years ago, telling us we're on a journey, we're on our way, we're nearly there. Save it. I know your game plan. I know what you're on. Not interested, right? Chelsea fans, in my review, I said, we got what we deserve. We didn't get anything. And a lot of people felt that was harsh because we had possession. We had a couple press-resistant moments and we looked good on the ball. At the end of the day, in both boxes, we were the worst team. We were the second-best team. We didn't create enough clear-cut chances, as GRIZZ said. You look at the highlights, you look at Kelleher, he didn't have many saves to make. You know, Jackson hits the post from an acute angle. We get our goal. And we have one header from Vega. Even the Palmer shot is on its way to being blocked. I knew going into that game we was going to be very difficult, and I said before that game I would have taken a point, and that's why. Because I think as much as Liverpool don't have the glitz and the glamour, they do have 4 or so players that are like bona fide, been there and done it, experienced players that have done it before and have, you know, talked the talk, walked the walk. It's not a crisis. It's not an emergency. It's not a drama. It's where we are. There is no title race for us. Couple little conversations. People are like, oh, well, you know, if you do this, and I know my team. We're not in a title race. Stick to the plan. Top 4, win trophies, win cups, because you'd be dumb to dangerously underestimate Aston Villa, and you'd be dumb to just think top 4 is locked in. I know we're playing very well. I know we've got some good results, but we still need to focus because this top 4 race is going to be back and forth. And until we secure that and we have it comfortably done, I'm not thinking about nothing more. Even people were saying, oh, I think we could finish ahead of Liverpool. I've said many a time, we're not better than Liverpool. We're just not. Just forget the flicks, forget the tricks. Liverpool diligently get the job done. And it's one of those things where I just felt like there was some good performances from Lavia, from Caicedo, but there was also some players that were playing in second gear, or they didn't do enough. I feel like Sancho, defensively, I think they analysed it on Monday night. You know, what he did with Trent off the ball, he had a job to do. But on the ball, he wasn't cutthroat enough. He wasn't taking shots. He wasn't, you know, giving us an end goal, a final bit of product. It was just kind of very cute, you know, very, very nice to view. He should have got a penalty. That's the only grievance I have coming out of that game. But I still believe that Liverpool were kind of managing the game, and I thought that's where some sort of false sense of security comes a little bit, where we think, oh, we weren't far away. We scored and Liverpool scored immediately after. Like, Liverpool, for me, managed that game. It's not the Liverpool we're used to. Like GRIZZ said, it's not a back and forth. It's not a rock and roll. It's not transition, chances. Liverpool managed the game. And I have respect for teams that know how to manage the game off the ball, limit our best player to nothing. That is Cole Palmer's most quiet game in a Chelsea shirt. Period. Nothing from him. Absolutely nothing, right? For that to happen, that means defensively they set themselves up properly and they had a plan. Even Madueke, I thought like we could have got more. I thought Jackson was our best attacker. Like I said, we had a good, nice little move in midfield, but we simply didn't create enough. And we have a goalkeeper that, again, I'm going to say it for the 100th time, this goalkeeper is going to have bozo moments. Even before the second goal, he had a moment where he could have given away the ball and they could have scored. He will send shivers down the spines of the back line naturally, because that's how he is. He was doing it at Brighton and he's going to do it here. So he might be enough to just get into top 4, and I'm hoping he is. But that goalkeeper still needs to be looked at. And I don't care if it's one of the guys we've already signed that managed to find their way into the starting 11 or managed to develop and show their level. But that goalkeeper there is not good enough. Simple. And I've been saying it since he came in. I didn't want him to come in. That's just how it is. We made individual errors. Colwell, he's had a good start to the season. This was a different level. You're playing up against, you know, Nunes. I don't even rate Nunes highly, but he's a physical specimen. Like, he's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Salah, he's been there and done it. Salah wasn't even like great for full 90. They were trying to slag him off. He had his 20 minutes, and that's all he needed, right? He had his moments.
Yeah.
But it's one of those games where I get it. We can take things from it, but I don't want us to baby ourselves too much. Do you know what I mean? Because we do need to, we can do better. I don't leave that game thinking, you know, that Liverpool, we just can't. We have no chance there. Do you know what I mean? They're Man City of, you know, 100 points. Like, we could have done more, but we just got shut down. We just have to accept it. We just got shut down, completely shut down.
Yeah, no, it's to be honest. What did you predict? Chelsea 4th and Liverpool 3rd.
Yeah.
That was your initial prediction.
Yeah. But I think there'll honestly be a gap between the top 3 and 4th, and I'm hoping that we do. I think we can get top 4. You know, we should have some sort of comfort.
The thing about the Chelsea, the Chelsea performance, I know you're saying, listen, there's positives to take, but you're not looking at that too much. But outside looking in, you know, I've said I've been impressed by Liverpool as well. That don't get it twisted. But in terms of Chelsea, Maresca's come in. He's done his thing pretty early, and in that game against Liverpool away from home, I look at it and think Liverpool deserved the win. For sure. I think it was not necessarily tighter because Liverpool were comfortable for the majority, but I think, you know, moments, you know, if it swung one way with the Palmer strike, you could be talking a different game. I think when you look at the performance, Chelsea, you're going to have another summer of incomings and outgoings, but the manager's done well so far. I don't look at that performance from Chelsea and think, you know, like there's you can't really be too upset by it, considering where you've been in the last couple of years.
Yeah, but I also look at the last couple of years and think that is a massive underachievement. And yeah, there's a middle ground. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not judging this team based upon where they've been, because where they've been, they should never have been in the first place. I'm judging this team obviously on Maresca, and I think you're right. I think Maresca's so far so good in terms of him coming into the unknown for the first time in this league, but I'm also looking at us and I'm thinking, yeah, we do need to. I don't want us to just get away with just, you know, we're unlucky or whatever, because, you know, we've got some tough games coming up and we're 6th now. We need to win games straight back on the horse. You know, that's 2 games in a row we drop points. There's no time for foolishness, because next thing you know, you'll find yourself level on points to Man United. You won't know what the fuck hit you. It's as simple as that.
I don't want to speak too much on Chelsea.
I did say something about that.
Do you know what it is? I don't want to. Obviously, when you beating a team and then, like Matisse says, you don't want to little bro a team and say, yeah, but
yeah,
I've been with the Chelsea as well. Like, I think personally, they finished comfortably 4th. I don't see Man United better than them.
Are you disrespecting Aston Villa?
I'm just coming to it. I don't see Aston Villa's Champions League run. I think that will take it out of them. They're not experienced in playing Champions midweek. Weekend. I don't think their squad's up to it. I personally think Chelsea finished 4th. When I say comfortably, you know, relatively comfortably. And I think that would be an improvement. Now, will it be a 1.6 billion improvement? Is that good enough? No.
It's never going to be.
No, but you have to take small steps. You have to stop. The starting game, literally, like 1.6 billion. Yeah, that's madness. But here's a new coach. He's kicked out the players that he didn't want. He's kept the players that he wanted. You just got to stick with him. And he had a bit of a game plan. You know, he had a bit of a game plan against us. But, you know, I think we had too many. He's right. Matisse right. I think we had too many players that have been there, seen there, and done it in this situation.
That's what I said for the preview.
Remember, I said we can only play one way, and that's my thing. We're not a threat on set pieces. You guys, you dominated the box. Like, it was no issue, no physicality in that attack. And then, yeah, for me, it's just, if I look at, again, our spine, and I'm looking at the keeper, and I'm looking at elements of the game that we can't bring to the table. And that's what's frustrating is that for as far as we've come, there's actually still, like, elements that we cannot bring. It's not even like we can work on it or we can improve on it. There's elements in this team that we just cannot bring to the table. We have to play a certain way. We have to play the perfect way. That's what's annoying.
Is Robert Mugabe in the chat today, by the way?
He just had a super chat.
Oh, because remember, Ma with the inferiority complex for Liverpool, brother. You haven't. I don't know.
It's not inferiority complex.
Yeah, can you find out? Yeah, can you find out who your club is, and can you find out who my club is?
On the preview, in the preview, he said we're gonna batter Liverpool. We're gonna win 3-1.
No way.
That's what he said.
He said, "I don't fear."
When's the next college show?
He said, "I don't fear Liverpool. I fear Forest more."
Yeah, that's what he said.
He's saying here, sending $5 to tell.
Robert needs to get cooked for that.
And if Kelleher was making save after save, let's not forget McAllister didn't play this game, right? If Kelleher was making save after save and we were unlucky, obviously I think we should have got the penalty. But if we were bossing it completely and Liverpool were on the ropes, then he could come in here and say, do you know what?
No Diaz, no Alisson, no McAllister, who's literally 3 of our best players this season. McAllister, Diaz.
We had everybody available. Do you know what I mean? And so this is why I don't want to baby us too much. We had everybody available.
You know, Cucurella was a big blow.
Key players out. Cucurella is a big blow. It is a big blow, but you still think that.
I don't know, man. I think Salah would have cooked Cucurella, to be honest with you. I think Gusto done a very good job. I think Gusto done a very good job on Salah on the majority of the game. Gusto was quick, aggressive. He didn't give Salah an inch. Salah had to change the way he plays. He realized, oh shit, this guy's quicker than me. He's faster than me. He's fitter than me right now. He's a young, fit man right here. I've got to change the way I play. Mohamed Salah changed the way he played after about 20 minutes, half an hour. He played with his and his passing was sublime. You lot saw it. But Gusto overall had a good game against Salah.
I think, listen, man, Chelsea put up a good effort, man. I think Lavia, man, needs to stay fit. I think that's key. That's a midfield balance for me is that Lavia, Caicedo, and I thought, for me, people are underplaying Caicedo's performance. I thought he was good. So Lavia, Caicedo, and Palmer, that's a three that Chelsea need to keep fit. And for me, that's their best three. But yeah, listen, man, Maresca, they are going, places. I think there's a clear improvement. I'm not so sure if Matisse will like this, but your next couple of games, it's a bit tough, eh?
Go on. Who they got?
Hey?
Go on, who they got?
They got Newcastle at home, and they got Arsenal, and then I don't know who was after that, Matisse?
I'm pretty sure we got Man United soon as well. Away.
Man United. They haven't won since when, Matisse?
That's not a tough game, though, to be fair.
2013.
I don't know why you mentioned that as a tough game.
No, but it's a tough game for them. As bad as we've been, we've always beat them. We know that. So why I'm saying that is he ripped up the Mud Brother contract. And I said,
rightly so. Rightly so. No, it's not too early. Rightly so.
I might have to get the contract out again.
No.
Sign the contract.
And sign it again and be like, yo, brother, we stick together through the game.
Let me tell you something, right? Going into that Liverpool game, going into that Liverpool game, I said I'll take a point because I actually have respect for what they've done at the start of the season, right? But you lot, let me tell you something about you lot. I'm gonna go in with the level of aggression that you've never seen before. If we don't beat you lot and comfortably, I'm not gonna be happy. I'm not even trying to do a shit house thing. If Tottenham can go to Old Trafford and win 3-0 and should have got 6, and Liverpool are doing rondos, this is where my chest is gonna be out so much. I may even take my top off. I'm telling you now. I am not playing with you lot. I am not playing with you lot one bit. You lot are not a good team.
But first of all, get to that situation.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know. That was leading up to that game is war. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know that
the contract.
I ripped it up and I'll rip it up again. You write another one and I'll rip it up again. I'm telling you
That's
now.
what I'm saying, though. So
I'm leaving it for that game. I'm leaving it all on the line. Everything is on the line that week. Everything.
As much as I don't want to banter Chelsea because what they've done this season is an improvement. But all I'm saying to you, all of a sudden, 4 games, it could all fall apart, and then there's a whole conversation happening then. So listen, that's what I'm saying.
Our performance was no disgrace, right? But do you know why I'm onto us? It's because we have to make top 4. We have to. I'm not interested in losing out on top 4 by a point because it was unlucky and something went. We have to make top 4, and that's my standard this season. There's no excuses. There's nothing to it. I'm not playing with this. We have to make top 4. There's only one position in that race. There's not 2. There's one position. I know the top 3. Top 3's done. I know who's finishing in top 3. There's one position, and we have to be in it. So I'm onto us this season. I'm not here to do these little rainbows and fairy cakes and all this fucking shit. We have to make top 4. If we don't make top 4 this season, I'm gonna lose my head. I'm gonna lose my head with a lot of people. Robert will be one of them. I'll probably fly. I'll probably fly to wherever Robert's living.
I'm prepared to contract. I can't lie.
I will probably fly to wherever Robert's living. I'm telling you, I'll probably fly to wherever Robert's living. I'm not fucking with this top 4. I'm not fucking with it. So we need to make it. I don't care how those points come. We have to make it.
Bro, relax, man. Why are you so angry, man? Relax.
Because the fact that you've even tried to step to my team again.
You know what someone's
this is why you can't play with these results. Because you get people like SAEED
Why are you so agitated already?
Nah, SAEED.
Don't creep back in.
If you lot beat West Ham away, man, you might need to do the watch along with us for Chelsea, man. After all,
I might have to, you know. I swear
if you beat West Ham away, then I think it sets it up nice.
Yeah, you know what? It might do, you know.
Let's see
it
what
might
happens.
actually be a mob watch along, mate. If we beat West Ham,
cool. That makes sense.
Be there.
That makes sense. Robert says, I'll hold my L for today, but we didn't get outplayed at Anfield. We lost on individual mistakes, not from Liverpool greatness. Liverpool still don't scare me.
We're not in this game to scare you, Robert. Your opinion should be scary enough for yourself. You should have sleepless nights reading back your opinions. We're not here to scare you, Robert. Don't be scared. Don't scared. Don't scared.
Yes, man says, I remember when Pep would violently shake his bum for us after spreading ours for 5. Matisse don't fall for this Liverpool fake love.
Listen.
And Alfie MCFC says, a man with pectus excavatum got more chest than GRIZZ. That is crazy. Carlos
Listen, my quick thoughts on it was just a little quick one there while we're on it.
Yeah.
Liverpool was a good result. Chelsea, they're showing a little bit of form. They won at Anfield again. This is why I don't get this. Oh, we'll see after so many games. You're Liverpool. You've won 6 Champions Leagues. You tell us your biggest team, one of the biggest in the world. You're top of the Premier League. You're not Leicester. You're not there on by chance. You're not just sort of bumbling along. So let's just give it another 2 games. You're in the title race. And if you're not in the title race, then you're not that team. Because you should be telling everyone, yeah, we're Liverpool. We've got this great history. We've got this great heritage. We're going to win the Premier League. This is the season. We're playing well. We're top of the league. We've lost 1 game. We're going to win the league. But they don't believe it themselves. He does not believe himself he can win the league. He wants an extra couple of comfort. He wants a comfort blanket of another 2 games to say anything. You don't believe it. And I'm going to tell you right now, on the 21st of October, 2024, you ain't going to win the fucking league. There you go. I'm putting my bollocks on the chopping block. You ain't going to win the league because you don't believe you're going to win the league yourself. You don't believe it. Simple as that. So stay in the corner. Let everyone stroke your ego and keep out of it. You ain't in this title race.
Man spoken to his soul, man.
You ain't in the title race. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime. Drink your milk and go to bed.
Let me know when you finish. You're not going to have the last one.
The OG's going at it.
Step up, man.
Look what he said. Look what he said. You're not going to win the league. I'm telling you now. I'll put my little cherries. All right, on the line, my little 2 cherries on the line.
My little cherries are bigger than your bollocks.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I'll put my cherries on. You're not going to win the league because you don't believe it. What the fuck does that mean?
You don't believe it. You don't believe it. You want 12 games. You want 15 games. You want 16 games.
Some pure insight and proper tactical breakdown. We're not going to win the. You're not going to win the league because you don't believe it. All right.
No, I just told you ain't going to win the league.
Listen, I told you at the start of the season, and you all agreed. At the start of the season, most rational, normal, logical fans from all around the clubs said, yeah, Liverpool, nah, they're going to fall off. They're not going to be in no league race. They're not going to be in a title race. And I said, I think we're still going to be, thereabouts. Whether we can win the league or not, I said, no, I don't think we can win the league. Because of the reasons I stated, because of the lack of signings, because of the new coach, because of the new coaches, the whole structure changed at Liverpool. And I gave footballing reasons behind the scenes why I don't think we're going to win the league. It's not because of lack of chest. I've sat here and told you about the big dogs and sucked my dick and shit.
Listen, I don't disagree.
Exactly. Hold on, let me finish now, man, because man had a rant in it. So I'm just explaining to the rant man, because he's on, we're going to call him rant man from now on. Yeah? Rant man, listen to me. When I said we can't win the league or we're not going to win the league, I gave footballing reasons. I don't do emotional, wave fingers in the air and whatever and put my cherries on the line. I'm bigger than that. I'm better than that. I'm wiser than that. If I feel we're good enough to win the league after a certain amount of games, because we have had the easy fixture list, I'm the one who's telling you lot our fixture list has been reasonably fair and kind to us. Now, the next 4 or 5 games are hella tough. If we come through that phase, I will have more confidence in him. You know what? He's ahead of the curve. Right now, he's doing very well. Let's move on.
Can I just say, yeah, and I don't disagree with anything you've said, but this is why I'm so angry to not be in the conversation. I'm ready to put my balls on the line for titles. I'm ready to go and headbutt Steve. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go toe to toe.
Tell him to put the gun down.
shut up, you, because you're shit, right? Your team,
Please,
so you be quiet,
His team
right?
doesn't have a
Your
facility.
city has been overrun for 10
Put the
years.
gun
So
down,
you
man.
shush.
Yo,
You
Turkish.
shush.
Put the gun down, man.
You got Halloween
gun
settings
down.
going
Yo.
on in your. You got Halloween settings going on in your back door. I'm seeing all sorts of
Put the gun
lights
down.
and whatnot. Yeah, green, blue, red, green, yellow. What's going on back there? Haunting
You
house.
finished 11-12 for that, man.
I
Relax,
don't give a
man.
shit.
He said,
That's not me.
I want to
That's
be,
my
I
club.
want to be
That's what
buying
you need to understand. I'm
to.
not scarred. I'm not traumatized by Man City. Last time I was in direct competition with Man City, I left with the Champions League. So I'm not traumatized like GRIZZ. I'm not traumatized soon like Turkish. I'm ready for war, but my club's not ready. This is why I get angry, because I'm not here to fuck about. I will dress up in a suit. I will come with sunglasses. I'm ready to go. So I'm waiting for my club. And you,
But one step at a time, man.
No,
First
it's not
of all,
one
you
step
need to
at a
get
time.
over the Mud
I'm
Brothers
trying to
contract,
skip all the steps,
and then you
brother.
can talk.
No, I'm not interested in steps. I'm not interested in steps. Shit, I'm ready to go, bro. I'm fuming.
Ready to go with sticks, man. You ain't got the facilities right now, man.
Yeah,
All you got is
well,
sticks
listen.
right now.
What Matisse is saying is, I've got the facilities.
man.
I'm ready to just show you my facilities.
Ready with what? Ready with what?
Pause. But he's saying my team ain't got the facilities. My club ain't got the facilities.
They should be with the 2 billion spent. They should be. So we're talking Todd Bowley's not ready then.
That was
You and your 2023 narratives, man. Stop it, man. Two billion and Todd Bowie, man. Keep up with the program, man.
Well, all we got to say to this is, if my new name is the Rant Man, your new name is the Ant Man. Tiny man. Yeah. Move on. Ant-Man. See you later, Ant-Man.
Hey, that's
you
nice.
Gave him the time. You gave him the time to come back.
When you win, if you beat Arsenal, that's when you got to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that about Thursday. Let me ask him that on Thursday, because I
Yeah.
think that's a fair question. But I think Thursday needs to be.
Come on,
Arsenal.
man. We need to see the war hat and everything back, man.
You didn't listen to what I said. You just ignored what I said. Why bring me on the show if you're going to ignore what I said? Ignore. That's it. I'm not coming on next show because you didn't listen to what I just said.
Who?
Ask me next game week again. You're going to ask me the same thing when I said ask me again.
No, I'm gonna ask you a different thing. But
I'm gonna ask a different thing. Yeah.
Same question worded differently.
Basically. But we will be there Thursday, people. 9 p.m. or are Chelsea playing Serviette or whoever you lot play?
Well, actually, we play. I'm pretty sure Tottenham play. So you know, Tottenham.
You're bringing Tottenham in to make.
Well,
the
I'm just saying.
argument
Do you know what I mean? We're not the only one playing on Thursdays. I'm pretty sure
Ah,
even you man played Thursday one week ago, no? A couple weeks ago.
First Champions League game, yeah.
Well, listen. Yeah.
Who you not playing, Matisse?
Panathinaikos, very well-known Greek team. So before you start
Alexis
disrespecting,
plays
do you know what I mean? You've all
home or away?
Away.
Panathinaikos. Palestri plays for them, man. Watch out for him.
B team goes out there.
Let me finish off the super chats on Liverpool, Chelsea, and then we move on to Man City. Carlos says, we went to Anfield to face Liverpool, but we found Nottingham Forest. Maybe playing like that, you'll finally beat Madrid as they struggle against low blocks. Palmer, Haaland, Saka, Salah, and all these other names I hear. When are we all going to admit Van Dijk is comfortably the best player in the league this season?
He's up there. He's had a flawless start. I can't lie.
He's playing so
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
He is. I'd agree. I think Palmer's obviously got a big shout. Saka has. I think Gravenberch even is in the shout. He goes under the radar. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Van Dijk is doing his thing. Back to full form. If Man United win and Chelsea lose, they are tied on points. For your information, I know I checked it before. I asked them. SAEED. Obviously, West Ham away. It's a big one, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out of it.
You're going to be level with Chelsea, Saeed.
Brother, you're not hearing. You talk to me about not hearing.
Sorry.
Let me. Oh yeah, shit. I missed this one. Sorry, from Nevzino. Matisse, you were saying, what did Saka do against Bournemouth? He done more than frozen bollocks frostbite Palmer did this weekend. P.S. Remember, Saka is the standard.
Do you know what? Because Arsenal fans were, when I was debating them with Havertz, they said Havertz has won a Champions League. Don't you dare. Well, Cole Palmer's also won trophies with Man City. So tell Saka on the table. Do you know what I mean? Tell Saka to put his trophies on the table, man. Palmer's one.
You are a shameless.
Well, that's the same thing Arsenal were doing. Do you know what I mean? They were twerking.
Why did you say Arsenal were doing? Like what? You saw
You know what I mean?
man doing it, and then you said Arsenal are doing it.
That's enough. Two man is more than.
Imagine I paint you with the same brush as Astrid Wet. What would I say? You
Whoa. And by the way,
am I lying?
Do you know that her accomplice, right, in crime is actually an Arsenal fan? Have you seen that chick?
Broski, do
Yeah.
you think I don't
know her
follow
name,
them,
but
bro.
you've seen
Unfollow
Move
them,
on,
man.
move
You've
on.
seen them, man.
And who's that girl that walks around?
Stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop. There's a girl that walks around
I'm
butt
not
naked
involved.
with the Arsenal
not
top
involved.
painted on her, interviewing lead judges.
Lead judges, yo.
Who does she support? So you, man, need to be
Judges.
careful when you get into this conversation because you, man, got a lot.
I'm not involved.
All I'm saying is
Unity, I'm not involved.
you can't paint me with the same brush as others, because if we do the same, then it's all mad in the dunya. It is all mad, I'm telling you. But we move. Uncle Grizz, sorry about that. Hey, Steve, like I said, man, just before the watch along, the mob going live, Stones pulls it out the bag. You're going mad. WhatsApp group video from Big Steve, as expected.
Oh, that's why
Jubilation.
TOBS ran away now. He didn't want to face the facts with John Stones, innit?
Oh.
Listen, he's on a terrible run, Toby. Everyone is he's hitting form. It's like they're listening to him, innit, man? Yeah, man. It was. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Manchester City are not playing well. We've not got out of first gear. We've got a big Rodri-sized problem that we're trying to plug, and it's not working. We've got this thing now where teams are sitting deep and letting City stand on the edge of the box and basically just have the ball, and we struggle to get through long shots and all that. It's frustrating, really frustrating. Wolves scored a great goal against the run of play, long ball over Guardiola's head. Semedo got it, great cross, one of them crosses that you can't defend, right across the middle, bang, the big guy up front smashes it in. They had another chance to make it 2. They ran through one-on-one, Edison, great save. And to be fair, the goalkeeper Sarr for Wolves saved some brilliant saves low down. And Wolves, we know Wolves are a good side, but they ain't getting the rub of the green or anything. It's just, and the longer that game went on, City were knocking on the door. And don't get me wrong, near the end, I thought, we're going to have to take a point. We've not done enough. No way we've done enough. When they scored, the fucking scenes in the away end were unbelievable, like they do 95th minute winners. But the best thing was, right, so funny, that I'm on the back row, the last row, and behind me is a box, yeah, all the boxes. City scored, I've stood on my seat, and I've turned round. There's loads of Wolves brothers in this box, yeah, all on the beers. So I'm banging on the window. Come on. I'm going, Johnny Stones. And one of them points to the screen. He said, VAR, disallowed goal. Well, you've never seen me slide down below these boxes as quick in your life. I thought, fuck, you know. You know when you just think, I've been had over by VAR. And like you say, you're in the stadium. You ain't got a clue what's going on. No. You don't know. And listen, we got out of jail there with a last-minute winner. But we keep going. We do keep going. We have got a problem, but we need to fix it. Pep needs to fix it. My plan is, I keep saying to people, get to January. Let's get to January, thereabouts, and we definitely need bodies. Got to strengthen. The midfield is too slow. Kovacic, Gundogan, Bernardo. There's a lot of old legs in there. Great experience, don't get me wrong, but just lacking something. The Savinho and Doku madness is exactly that. It's madness. Some games it's going to be unbelievably wild and look great. And some games it's just going to look like madness. Savinho was a little bit more composed than Doku yesterday. Doku has a lot of the ball, no end product. The usual people getting on Erling Haaland's case. Listen, if you don't get the ball, if you don't cross the ball, if you don't put the ball through to him, and if they're camping on the edge of the box, Haaland's just in the box doing nothing. He can't do anything. You can't roll the ball into a guy who's got 9 players around him. That's not the way it is. People saying he should come to the edge of the box and all that. You probably better taking him off and bringing someone that can ping it. If we had somebody like Rodri that could shoot from the edge of the box, them teams wouldn't set up like that because Rodri would score. What they're doing is now they're going, Ruben Diaz, he can have the ball. Johnny Stones, he can have it. Akanji, give it in. Rico, give it in, no problem. But because it's going all over the place. But
KDB or
not Gavardio though, not Gavardio.
Josko, hey, that goal by Josko has been brilliant, and he's technically brilliant. And to be honest, you know, he came as a centre back. He's played left back. He's done really well.
He's a cheat.
But we just listen. We got out of jail. It happens. It's going to happen. I remember winning the league one year with Southampton at home. 97th minute, Raheem Sterling curls it in the top corner. Never looked like scoring. Same thing, couldn't get through. But when you're the champions and everybody knows that, these teams are going to play like that. It's down to us as the champions to find a solution to beat these teams. You can't moan. If you won one with Wolves, you can't moan. That's the way they set up. They're fighting for their lives, and they fought like fuck. And I felt a bit for them at the end. Yeah, you know what I mean? But football's football. But at the minute, I'm saying to you now, Manchester City are not the same team, and we're undefeated. I don't know how that works. I can't believe it. We've played 20 times better than that in the last 5 seasons and lost games. And all of a sudden now we find ourselves not losing games. But we're riding our luck a lot. We're riding our luck a lot. And at the minute, we've got to get it right in there. Whether, for me, I would play John Stones at right back and invert him into the midfield like we did for the Champions League running. That, for me, works. Akanji, Diaz, Stones, Guardiola. I think Rico's doing a good job, but I just feel like there's no end product with him at the minute. And I feel like Man City, Pep just needs to cook some up and keep us there. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm taking it and moving on. I've seen the goal, the Bernardo thing. Listen, that goalkeeper's 6'6". Bernardo Silva bangs into me before a corner, I'm throwing him. You know what I mean? This season we played Arsenal. 2 guys on the corner smashed into Ederson and Gabriel smashed it in. Nobody said out. It's part of the game. Bernardo Silva was cute. You might hate him because he's a little bastard. Yeah, he's a nuisance. And what he did, he knew what he was doing. Give the goalie a nudge, get out of the way quick. If I'm Wolves, I'm worrying why nobody's marking John Stones. Don't worry about Bernardo Silva. He's not doing any damage. Your goalkeeper's a big boy. He saved everything. Worry why you didn't defend John Stones. That's the end of it. And at the end of the day, we're taking it. We move on. 3 points in the bag. Got out of jail. And Southampton, well, we got Prague on Wednesday and Southampton at weekend. So hopefully, you know, we can just get the points on the board.
The goal was fine, man.
The reason why I was excited, I'll give it a bit of context now, because obviously these lot are laughing and why you jinxed it, Grizz? I didn't, like, you know, City score last minute goals for how many seasons now, and we know they keep going. I was talking about the overall state, and pretty much Steve said exactly what I said. But Steve's a City fan, and I'm not a City fan. But I said the same thing, Steve. I said exactly the same things that you just said to these lot. I said, look, I've seen City close up for the last 5-6 seasons more than anyone else. I know when City are purring and when they're not. And I've said this City ain't a patch on those last 5-6. And that's all I said. And that's why I made Arsenal slight favourites at the start of the season, because of all these factors. Now, they do keep winning. I think it was a very lucky. We saw the game. It wasn't pepper Wolves. They didn't pepper Wolves. When City... When you see that sense of invincibility about City, this like, here we go, any second they're going to score, any second. We didn't get that. We didn't get that. Just like it wasn't against Arsenal. It wasn't like that. Of course,
you know what the big problem is, Chris? We're giving these teams a goal to defend. If that team doesn't score, they've got to come out. We're giving these teams an easy goal and they're going, you know what? Fuck it. We're 1-0 up against Man City. Let's just drop in.
But this is the difference that machine, that demigod makes, Rodri. Because not only does he do the fucking edge of the box shit where he pops into the top corner, he doesn't let anyone transition on you. Like you said, you should have been 2-0 down. You had transitions against you. Rodri doesn't allow that. And then if you take Rodri,
Fulham at home could have done the same. They could have been 2-0.
Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne's threat on edge of the boxes, because teams can park the bus all they do, and they park the bus against City in every game. But teams were scared to park the bus even. The reason why, because if you let them shoot, it's pretty much a penalty. Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne shooting from the edge of the box is a penalty. So now teams are getting braver because no Kevin De Bruyne, no Rodri, and they're having a go. But
they must have identified a player to come as backup to Rodri, probably for next season. They've got to pull the trigger on it now.
Yeah, but I don't care who you bring in, and I'm being serious. I'm not trying to take in a piss here. I don't care who you bring in. There's no one compares.
No, there's not. No, I agree with that, and I say that to people all the time. I say, look, this is a player you cannot replace. You know, this is a player you cannot replace. What he does, and now people are starting to realise it. And I think there's a psychological issue with the players as well, because they're seeing it as well. Rodri's not there. We're not the same. They need to get out of the system. And Mateus Nunes came on, a little bit of energy, grafted back, pulling the ball back. I think that Pep has got to play Nunes in these next 2 games in that position to see if he can possibly help out in there. Because a Kovacic is only a knock away from out because he regularly gets injured. Ilkay Gundogan, we all know he's not the same player. He's come back to do a job. And thank God he's came back, because if we wouldn't have got him back on a free, we'd be struggling. But he's not that Gundo that left. We've got to accept that. But Nunes was bought for a reason. Whatever reason he was bought for, I don't understand at the minute. But Pep, for me now, Prague at home, Southampton at home, 2 games, Mateus Nunes in the mix. Try a few combinations out, try and get it right, because we're quite fortunate the way the fixtures have fell. Chelsea away, first game of the season, was a great result for us. I said that. We caught them cold, and we just did it. We're not that side at the minute, but we've got to keep moving. Just got to keep moving. Got to keep moving.
Big win, man. Can't lie. Big win.
Yeah. Vardy was ridiculous, man.
He's a freak, man.
He's
on his weaker foot as well.
He was definitely a striker going when he was younger. Like he weren't no defender.
Sorry about him. He nearly quit football, man. He nearly quit football. He was at Leipzig or somewhere, and his dad was telling him to quit football and come work in a family business. I think they sold fish or something. I was reading about him, and he was going to give up, and then he just last minute carried on. He's a great player, man, but sometimes he can switch off a little bit. When he gets a bit too giddy going forward, he can switch off, and that's where they got us. Semedo got in behind him, and basically that was a great cross. But I don't think there's another team on this planet that has had as many mad decisions as Wolves. That Gary O'Neill guy has had so many bad decisions. Mad, mate. And but Wolves are a good little team. You know what I mean? They're a hard-working team. Do you know what I mean? When I watched West Ham the other day, West Ham against Tottenham, West Ham were disgusting. They're giving up the ball. They didn't really want it. There's no fight. Whereas Wolves, they just carried on fighting, man. Carried on fighting. But listen, I'm taking it. It's one of them games. Last season, we got beat there, by the way. So City fans were thinking, oh, not another Wolves thing. You know what I mean? So to come away with the 3 points, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Danny on the Nunes stuff says all that abuse Wolves fans were giving him just for him to have the last laugh. Could he play defensive mid? Steve has the pace. Well, Steve just
did you see the goal? Did you see when he chased back and he hooked the ball and he pulled it back? And then it led to
yeah.
And then they put one long ball to Haaland and we got that corner.
But they were raging about that, and I think they got a fair share.
They were raging about it because he said he put his hands on him. But if I've seen it, and I don't know, I've seen them before. He hooked the ball back there. It was a good tackle for me. But this Nunes guy, Pep doesn't trust him. He got Calvin Phillips in. He doesn't trust him. And then he's got Nunes in the same. He doesn't trust him. He's got to trust him. If you've seen something, I got told off one of the guys there at this club that Nunes in training is a fucking different level. But when he comes to on the pitch, he's just not there. So I don't know. I'd be playing him in these next 2 games. 100%.
It was a weird signing, man. From the beginning, weird signing. I never understood why, with all the midfielders that was out there, that Man City, in their style of play, would just suit a lot better. They went for this guy. I just never understood it.
Well, he's got a chance now. 2 games this week. So I just see that. I'll save the other one for another time. Snooker Stone says, Sir John Stones, my defender, my GOAT. Always here for Stones. Jim and Jeff says Gvardiol only scores right-footed screamers. And Steve Bruce in the building says, if I was City manager, I'd sign Zubimendi and play Grealish every single match. Nunes played good when he came on.
Grealish changed the game a bit when he came on. We got, City's plan. This is City's setup now, yeah? This is City's A and B team. The A team is Doku, Savinho. We're going to try and kill you. If that doesn't work, it's Grealish, Foden, or Grealish, Bernardo. Slow it down like the treble winning season. Be patient. Try and nick it. There's no other way. Without Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri now, that is what we're limited to. We used to have De Bruyne in the 10, De Bruyne out wide. We'd have Rodri in the 8, Rodri in the 6. We'd have Foden in the false 9. We had so many different patterns of play with a system. John Stones coming in midfield, and now it's changed. And that's because little big cogs in the machine, Rodri and De Bruyne, it's not working. It's not working.
What's the situation with Kevin De Bruyne, man? Please tell me.
He trained today. He for my opinion, he won't play Wednesday, but I think he'll play on Saturday. Nathan Ake is another one who's just back. He was on the bench. He's not 100% fit. We've got that Argentinian kid, CHERRIES, coming in January, who's coming straight in the first team. Very, very young, very, very raw. But if they're coming straight to the first team, Alvarez and Jesus did the same. They didn't come as a City group signing where they're going to loan him out. I've been told he is coming to the first team, so that's another added body. But they're definitely buying in January. They've got to 1,000,000%. And Pep looks like he's staying now. So everything I'm hearing now is stay. Which is
that a 1 year extension, or is that just like a
1 year extension?
1 year.
Then he's done the 10 years. Then.
Oh, is that what? Do you think that's what? 10 years. 10 years. Yeah. 1 year extension is a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 10 years. Listen, you can see he's getting to the end. You know, people in the organisation that we've built up are moving on. Things are changing. Even, mate, the changing. The kit man we all know and love gone. The guy that ran the ground, he's gone. They've gone and got the guy from Leicester. You know the guy from Leicester that cut all them mad things in Leicester's pitch with a badge and all that. Groundsman of the year. He's in now. The ground staff have all changed. Omar Baradi left. Wilcox has gone. Tixie Bergerstein's going. Hugo Viana's coming in. It's just that natural process. I think that in any business structure, after a long period of time, it's got to change. And I think we're coming to that changing period. Yeah.
We will be here.
Xabi Alonso is meant to be leaving this season. So.
Yeah, Xabi Alonso. I see something about that.
Yeah, I can absolutely see Xabi Alonso being their first choice. Absolutely seeing their first choice.
Amarin, no.
Anything else? Forget anyone else. Xabi Alonso, I can see absolutely being their first choice.
I can see it. I can see it now.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know. But listen, at the minute, honestly, we're the luckiest team on the planet at the minute. And I've been to every game this season, yeah? And we're not playing well, man. And that's me saying it. We ain't playing well, but we're getting results. But sometimes if you're not playing well and you're getting results, fucking hell, it's a sign that, you know, you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
One super chat's coming from Bill saying, Grizz, after Doku's first game, he is the best 1v1 winger in the world. Been found out. Nothing special. One trick pony. Another Uncle Grizz howler.
Did you actually say that?
No,
yeah, he did.
I said he's got the ability to beat anyone one-on-one. As in,
He can.
I said he's the best. I said
yeah.
I can't do your VAR. I still stick by that.
No, he said it.
He can beat anyone one-on-one, I said.
Mad.
No, but you went further than that. You weren't just talking about 1v1. You were glazing.
You were glazing.
I still think there's a player there. I still think there's a player there.
Call him Doku Donut, bro. Do you know what I mean? You were glazing.
Mad.
You were glazing.
He will beat a player, right?
That's what I said.
7 yards past him, and then he will stop. He will stop and pull it back, and then go and try and beat him again. It's mad, mate. It's so frustrating to watch. And Savinho, to be fair, he looks really good. He's on that front foot all the time. He looks really, really good. So listen, they're both raw and mental, but it is what it is. Take the chaos, embrace the chaos.
He's not going to bring enough goals just yet, though, is he? That's probably the next thing he's got to build on. I feel like your wingers don't bring goals at all. That's your problem.
They get shouted at a shooting, mate. Did you see Doku have that shot?
Yeah,
he cut in against Fulham and shot and buried it in the top corner. Yeah, and Pep went mad. And then he cut in the other day, same angle, and shot. Went over the bar. Which, if you scored one the week before, you think to yourself, you know what? I'll have a dig. And he went mental, and he was ripping him on the touchline. Pep does not want them wingers shooting like that.
He probably doesn't rate their shooting. Then he doesn't think they're good enough shooters.
I don't rate the shooting.
I mean, he wants that control, man. He wants to walk the ball.
No, but I think if he, so that's the thing with Pep. I think he's not one way or no way. It's he doesn't rate their shooting attributes highly enough to take the risk of losing that chance. You know what I mean? You don't rate it, so which is fair.
You can't have players at your disposal when you pay big money for and not rate them their shooting or their attacking instincts.
Yeah, but do you rate Doku and
he sees them every week?
Do you rate their shooting?
No, but the point. Listen to the point.
Exactly.
I'm saying if you're buying that player and he's your chosen player that you've selected to play in your team, and you're not telling him to shoot, which is the one way of scoring a fucking goal, then there's serious issues. Because if you don't, you don't.
Yeah, the
score.
Riyad Mahrez was fucking insane. Coming off the bench, coming inside, scoring all them goals. These two are totally different to that. They're totally different to that. They're just chaos and madness. Speedboats with no drivers. I say it all the time. But when they actually learn, and I can see him doing it, when they actually get that little bit of composure, the decision-making at the last minute becomes key. Then I think we've got two great, fantastic players on our hands. But at the minute, they're both a bit fucking mad.
Big up LB in the chat as well. I see you, bro. Hope you're good. Sitsi says, if Haaland gets an injury, we are screwed. Even against Watford in Cup, when he didn't play, just no one there. The lap would have been an option.
He's a player, you know.
Looks it, yeah, 21.
Yeah, he's a bloody player.
SAEED.
Yeah, man.
2-1. We can talk about 3 points.
3 point collectors, man. Raise your hands if you got 3 points. Come on. You guys? No? Yeah, man. Basically, them black man. Dead team. But listen, yeah, man. You man are dead. What you man saying, man? 3 points. Come on. It was good.
So funny. He don't even know what to say. He don't even know what to say. His team are so dead. He's not used to it. He don't even know how to start.
He got left with Steve and GRIZZ. His nose started bleeding, bro. He was thinking, what's going on around here? Shit.
You don't know how to open this. What do you say?
We're chilling, man.
Brother was rusty. He was like, yo, we won. Yeah, wait.
Man was doing the outside Old Trafford, just like, yo.
we won. Yeah, we won.
How do we do this?
Whoa.
Wow.
Had a nice.
Whoa.
Had a nice biryani.
Yeah, what happens now?
Yeah, man. I enjoyed it, man. I watched Match of the Day. Had a nice biryani Saturday night. I was chilling, man. Relaxing. You know, I enjoyed it, man. Listen, I said
more easy life, man. Man United's won and he can have a biryani in peace.
Bro, 2-1. I predicted it. You know what I mean? I said 2-1. I said, I don't know how, but I think we'll win and they'll have an off day. And what happened? They had an off day. They played for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then I think after that, we controlled the game. They scored first, but second half, we got the equalizer. And then we dominated the game, man. And Buemo went missing, if I'm being honest with you. We nullified him. Lisandro the Butcher, our left back, locked him up. And yeah, man, we had chances to get more goals.
I've been telling you about Lisandro at left back. Remember?
You have to be there. Yeah.
You got shit fullbacks. I'm telling you now.
We got shit, but he played well there. He played well.
Sandro Martinez should play at left back for you lot. He's not a Premier League centre back. You can't play when you're like that with that physique. And I'm not being physiquist.
Yeah, makes sense. You can't
play centre back in the Premier League. 5'7".
Well, let's see. He played well there. Yeah. So we'll give him the credit. And like I said, you know, Garnacho got the goal, nice goal. Højlund, nice finish as well. And I just think it's just a relief, man, to get the 3 points. I just moved up the table a little bit. You know, we've gone from 14th to 12th because Nottingham Forest won today. So we couldn't stay at 11th. But listen, man, I predicted a win. I just thought to myself, we cannot lose surely, man. Somehow, some way, we need to win this. And yeah, man, it was a deserved win. I don't think we did deserve all of that nonsense. No, we deserved to win that game. So it was good, man. And we moved to West Ham away, which is going to be another tough battle, even though they're so bad, but we got a bad record over there, man. So
kudos out, man. That's a good.
No kudos, but still, you know what I mean. It's still going to be a tough game, but I think Ten
West
Hag
Ham
needed
are in trouble, mate. West Ham are in trouble.
Yeah,
the whole team stinks, and I thought they were going to surprise a few. I thought they made some good signings, but I tell you what,
I thought they were going to be seventh, man. I thought it was seventh, me. So I thought they were going to do well, but
terrible. Man.
Yeah, listen. I think for me, it was a good win. Good to see United fans outside stadium just happy and just, you know, good vibes, good energy. And we move. I'm not doing some mad analyzation and all of that nonsense that we do, but we just enjoy the win and we move. That's it.
I don't think Martinez will last 2 weeks at left back. I don't like this suggestion at all. I think it's...
Well, that's why I said I think it's too premature.
Him defending in wide areas...
Against
a proper winger he's going to get deleted. He's going to get cancelled. I actually would suggest, in my opinion, because your midfield, you've been having issues, I would actually rather see him in midfield. I would. I'd rather see him as like a DM. I think I think he'd quickly become.
He's good on the ball, but his mobility, I'm not sure if he could.
Yeah, but your mobility for a lot of your midfielders is questionable. He'd be probably better off the ball than Kobe Mino, right? Casemiro's fried. Eriksen's fried. So I would look at it, bro. I would look at it. This is another one of my defenders.
Yeah, I know, but then you've done that with Trent, and I'm not sure, man. Your record ain't great. You know what I mean? You did the whole thing with Trent, and that didn't work. So I'm not sure, man. Listen, Lisandro on the ball is good, but mobility and just covering the ground is not the quickest. So I wouldn't do that right now. But listen, man, left back, we'll do that little situation there. Well, Lelioro is back training, which is a huge plus.
Savior.
No, I'm not saying savior. I'm just saying they just added cover, you know. So listen, man, Johnny Evans was excellent.
But Lenny Yoro's miles better than what you've got. You need him back.
That's what I'm saying. So let's see what it does. But we're not going to rush him. I think that would be crazy to do.
You told me as well that Alex Ferguson, it was mutual. Why was he in Celtic's hospitality having Celtic sausage rolls?
I found out today it was pre-planned. There was an article in the MEN today that was saying that it was pre-planned for him to be in Aberdeen for this game. So check it out.
Like I've said to you before, you should work for the newspapers. You believe anything you read.
You know, listen, things are pre-planned, man. You know, you just sort of rock up at Aberdeen, where he was. By the way, he's a legend over there. We got to remember that. You know what I mean? Winning against Real Madrid and all that. We forget all of that. It's not just no random fella that's sitting in Aberdeen. He's a you know. So listen, man, he's enjoying himself, but you know, he's he wasn't there, and we won, man. And that's it. 3 points. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, great.
What Matisse said 5th for West Ham. Did you say that, Matisse?
Yeah.
You're on mute. Yeah, that's why you should stay mute. Can't lie.
Howler. You know when you do
this manager. Crazy.
Yeah, when you do your league table predictions, you know, you had yourself ahead of Liverpool. I'm pretty sure you regret that. Yeah. SAEED TV. Okay, right. That's actually still worse, I'll be honest. That's still worse. But there's always a team that, you know, you got to give one shot. You can't just do a predictable prediction. There's always Newcastle, no one expected. Villa, no one expected. So I said West Ham. And Lopetegui's letting me down. What can I say? Lopetegui.
Matisse, to get my point, he predicted Man United to finish above Liverpool. Yet
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Now he wants me to say we're going to win the league.
Yeah, but look at the start you've had.
Make it make sense.
Look at the start you've had. You know what I mean? It's buddy, should be excited.
I'm not a catapulter like you, and I'm not a bungee jumper like you either. Relax.
You're just gonna sit there with your milk and just chill.
Predicting 10 hogs, Manchester United to finish 3rd ahead of Liverpool is blasphemy.
What a life!
I don't care what I've done. I'm sorry, that is blasphemy.
Minor, man. We're moving it.
Let me look at what super chats we've got left, people. 3. So I'm gonna get these ones in now. Nice one from Walid saying, SAEED out here rubbing his eyes, but he genuinely doesn't know how much he's doing for the Somali community. Big up everyone. Love to see it. Big up SAEED, man.
Big up, man. Big up.
Come on. Dylan says Turkish OnlyFans before the Big 6 merch is mad. Well, maybe the OnlyFans funds the merch.
Yeah, bro. You didn't know that. You know what I mean? Look how you switched.
Yeah. Lucas says Turkish. I'm still here and still sticking to my super chat from yesterday. I'm happy to support the Big 6 and the channel if we do it. And if we do it, then my season-ending donation will be a big one, more than you can believe. Love for the love.
Is this if Arsenal win the league?
No, didn't Lucas say Liverpool?
Oh
no.
I don't know who he supports.
Lucas is a Liverpool fan.
Liverpool for the league, yeah. L4TL.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that's love for the love.
That's what I thought.
No, I thought Liverpool for the
Chris, what did that Liverpool fan say when you messaged him about switching to City? Did he get back to you?
No, I didn't give him a chance. I blocked his ass.
Madness, mate. There's a guy at the Big 6 back your chat, yeah, with a Liverpool shirt on, giving it the big one, yeah. He has now defected and joined Manchester City's glory train, and he's got a full profile picture with the Man City shirt on and everything. He knows who he is. We ain't going to out him. But when the back your chat comes out, you'll see him in his Liverpool shirt, all smug, and now you'll see him in his Man City shirt.
There's a very, very good chance, because I know him, right? I know him. There's a very good chance he will turn up at the next back your chat. My brother, bring security.
Man's moving like Kim Kardashian, bro.
I can't lie. Listen, if you want to rush him, rush him. I ain't defending him. He ain't one of us.
No, that's blasphemy because he's not. We're not talking.
I'll leave him alone. And he wants trophies and that. He wants trophies.
We're not talking about a kid here, though. He's a grown.
No.
We're talking about a kid that's like, unsure about where to put his allegiances. Like you go through that phase where you're 13, 14, and which team am I going to support? This was a grown-ass.
I don't even think that's even acceptable at 13, 14. I think,
And
he's like, 13, 14 should be.
I goes to him, what are you doing, son? And he's like, oh, Grizz, I can't remember what he said. Oh, the growing where I am, there's a lot of City fans growing up, and it's more of a social decision. I blocked him.
Social decision.
Yeah, that's worth a block. I can't lie.
That is crazy.
That is worth a block. Now that I'm looking at it, fair play.
Lucas has confirmed, Liverpool fan. Don't you remember at the end of the watch along, I said, say you're going to win the league instead of putting all the cherries in the chat. I remember Lucas was one of the.
In the mob.
Big up Lucas. Big up Lucas. Big up the community. Big up everyone that's engaged in the live chat. Everyone that's sent in a super chat. Everyone that's already signed up to Proton VPN using the link in the live chat or the description or the pinned comment section afterwards if you're watching this after the live. Make sure you show them some love. An exclusive Big Six offer. Dodge invasive ads and safeguard your privacy, people. Proton VPN is the one to go with. If you already got a VPN, that's okay, because in about 8 days or so that one should run out and you can cancel it and go get Proton. Nice suggestion there, people. Before we wrap it up, I'm gonna show the table. Couple correct scores for TOBS, couple correct scores for SAEED.
Shocking week, man. Shocking week.
Aye.
Shit, man. Toby and SAEED got.
That was such a bad week.
Yeah. I ain't playing, man. 1 year out of the league, I thought, yo, this ain't right, man. I need to reclaim my title back.
SAEED's coming back.
We need to win this.
For the
Toby, fuck.
To be honest, there is no audio platforms anymore, so I don't have to read it out. You can fucking see it.
Yeah.
There you go, people. TOBS first, SAEED second, I'm third, Matisse fourth, GRIZZ fifth, Steve but 8 points separating Steve and TOBS top to bottom. So still very tight, people. But yeah, we'll make our predictions for game week 9 on Thursday's show. Make sure you're there for Thursday's show. It'll be 10 or half 10 because Chelsea and Tottenham are playing whatever they're playing. And yeah, you know what it is this Sunday, people. The mob are back. Arsenal, Liverpool. Steve will be in the building for that one. SAEED won't be, but make sure you show that some love as much as you
can do 10.
Some love.
I
can do 10. You're not reviewing it.
No, I am. We play half 5. So if it's
we play a thingy, innit?
Not my problem.
Oh, you lot are there as well, innit?
Yeah, we play for the Fenerbahce. So it has to be half 10.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm doing a watch along for that. Fuck it. Fenerbahce Man United. I'm doing a watch along Thursday as well. You're gonna have to wait for me.
You man looking to hold it up. What's going on?
What do you mean, bro?
I might do watch along as well, man.
Wow.
Hey,
this guy created a rivalry. Okay, say less then.
Don't worry. We'll be there.
Yeah, I'm watching Coronation Street.
Fenerbahce hype, man.
Cool. Mourinho hype. Say no more.
I'm starting watch-alongs, I'm starting watch-alongs. All the games, big games.
There you go.
Not Liverpool, not obviously Big Six. We're doing the Big Six, but I'm doing like big games like Fenerbahce.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, sure. Is it?
You're football focused now, yeah?
Focus, yeah. Don't come. Don't go.
On that note, people, listen. Everyone's doing content, so go over to the individual channels in the description below. Subscribe to the individual channels. Road to 100k for some, road to 50k for others. Big Six on the road to 100k. Subscribe here. Like up the video. Make sure the notification bell is on and all of that stuff. We're gonna call it a day here, people. But like I said, we are back Thursday, so make sure you. Oh yeah, we didn't do Tottenham,
bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Outro, man.